What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your humble YouTube live stream host, Timothy J. Ward, back with another live stream. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a great topic for you tonight. Come on in, leave the door open, let somebody else come in after you. Don't worry. I know the lighting's a little dark right now. That is going to change in a minute. We have a very exciting live stream for you today, and it's actually a format that I've never done before because, as you can see in the title, I got my good friend Travel Snacks. She's actually in the other room. We're going to talk here for a minute, do the introduction, let a few more people get in here. And then I'm going to go in there and we together are going to discuss the topic, can men and women just be friends? Can men and women just be friends? You know, we've talked about this on the channel before. We've gone back and forth, but I thought it would be cool that I have a friend here. We can get both sides of the story. We can get the male and the female perspective, and me and her were both actually friends. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be really cool. So yeah, we're going to give it a little bit. Let a few more people coming in. I see everybody in the chat. I want y'all to really be thinking about this. We want y'all's opinions. Let's go. We're going to discuss this. I see a lot of people saying no, they can't be friends. A lot of people saying yes, they can be friends. We're going to break this down tonight. We're going to break this down. And then, of course, me and T Snacks are going to give our opinions and talk about, what we're doing. A lot of y'all know. But for those of you who don't know, me and her actually renting a condo in Myrtle Beach for the month. So that's exciting. We might talk a little bit about that too. But yeah, we're going to get into this topic. Okay. All right. Oh, the numbers are looking good. I think I'm going to head out that way. We'll meet T Snacks. She's doing her own live stream on her channel. I'm doing mine. It's going to be like a joint live stream on two different channels. Nobody does this. This is new. You're witnessing, well, for me, history, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm a tiptoe. Don't look at my room. Do not look at my room. I'm gonna see if she's. Okay, make sure you're ready. Don't hang in there, folks.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get it popping. So I do see that there's a lot of different people saying you can, and some people saying you can't. So
just get set up here.
Welcome to Tim Ward.
Hey, let me just get a couple things set up here. A couple of things plugged in.
Two screens.
Where's my camera?
Where do I look? Cool.
We're plugged in. We got juice. Okay.
If you see Tim looking over there, he's looking at his computer. And if you over here on Tim's channel see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at the snack pack, which is my audience on YouTube. So welcome everybody.
Hey,
how's it going?
I'm good. This is new. Yeah, we got two laptops set up, so this is pretty cool. Nobody does this. This is new. This is history.
New. It may be a bad idea, but we're gonna give it a try.
I think it's an excellent idea. Yeah.
Well, just for those of you that don't know, this is Tim Ward. He has a channel. Tim Ward or Timothy Ward on?
It's Timothy Ward.
Timothy Ward on YouTube. You want to talk about your channel real quick? Just like a little 1 second situation.
Sure. I talk about life, motivation, inspiration, living your dreams, breaking free from the matrix, things of that nature. Really just about living free, enjoying your life, like freedom, love, happiness, all that fun stuff. So yeah.
Great channel.
And this is Allison, aka Travel Snacks. You want to talk about your channel?
Sure. Travel Snacks is all about living your best life, traveling, getting out of the house, getting out and living your life, whatever way you want to do it, whether it's living in a car, a van, a tent, a tiny home, whether you want to travel internationally or wherever you want to travel or whatever you want to do, go do it. Just get out of the house and don't just stay in one spot. Just get out and live your life.
I think we have some pretty awesome channels. So if you haven't checked out Travel Snacks channel, please check it out. She has some really awesome content. I creeped her channel probably about 2-3 years ago. 2-3 years ago, and was already a fan. So yeah.
All right, awesome. So we got already somebody saying, Tim, I love your channel as well. So Tim Ward is handsome.
Yeah, I got my good shirt on.
Oh.
I got my good shirt on today. So thank you.
Two
Thank
very
you.
positive people hanging out. What could go wrong?
Better flight settings watching both live streams at the same time.
I love
That's
it.
interesting. That's interesting.
That's nice.
That's dedication.
Yeah. So do you want to just like go off on our thoughts first and just kind of give our 2 cents, and you guys could just kick back, grab a snack, relax, and you can just hear what we have to say, and then we'll just address some of the comments back and forth.
Okay. That
You
works.
want to go first? You want to go first, or?
Yeah, you take it. I got it.
Okay, well, this is a big topic for me because I have ebbed and flowed around this topic for a long time. And there's been times where I'm like, I truly believe people, like men and women, can be friends only. And then there's been times where I was like, I don't think they can, but then now I'm back to they can. And I think it's different points in my life with my experiences and what I was doing and what I was experiencing with people in my life. And so I think the times when I thought that people could is when it was actually happening. But then, especially if they were exes, I found out that mostly exes were still trying to get in there because we had already been romantic. And so there was always this like, well, we've already been romantic, so I think I have a chance to go back to that point. And I was thinking, oh, we're just friends. And they were like, yeah, we're friends, but I mean, if there was an opportunity, I'm going to hit that. So, so I think over time I was like, no, I don't think like men and women can be friends. Cause I think there's always that like feeling of if there's even a little bit of attraction, that it's going to go in that direction, you know? And so, but today, being a little bit older and a little bit wiser, I think if you have two people that are on the same page and you create boundaries, then I do think it is possible to just be friends, with a little caveat of if you have already been romantic, I think it's a lot harder.
Okay. Yeah.
So what do you think?
I firmly believe men and women can be friends.
Okay.
Can be just friends. And a lot of people who know me know I have quite a few female friends and a few good, like a couple, 2 or 3, like really good female friends. And we're just friends. Like there's no crossing the line whatsoever. We've never been like that. Never will be, just friends. And I agree with you. I think the two people have to be on the same wavelength. So like that's the reason those friendships work out for me, is because we both going in it was, or even if it wasn't, it was established rather quickly.
Yes.
You know, the day came when it was established that we're just friends and there's not going to be anything other than just friendship. And I think you have to hold yourself to that. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up, is because one or the other person doesn't hold themselves to it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so like if you're just going to be friends with a woman or woman with a man, you have to hold yourself to that. You can't be fantasizing. You can't be saying a little innuendo. It can't be like, oh, we're friends, but if I get that opportunity, it has to be like, no matter what happens, we're just friends.
Right.
And in that environment, yeah, I think it's possible.
Yeah. Like my moderator, Grant, he was mentioning this to me personally. And then right here, he's been saying he's had a female best friend for more than 20 years. And when he met his wife, he let her know right up front, like, my best friend is a woman. And she's a part of my life, but we're just friends. And so I think in that case, if you've solidly been a friend for that long and you haven't crossed the line, and I think it is possible to just be friends if, like you said, there's no innuendo. And it does get difficult when you are in a relationship with somebody else. When you have a friend, then I really think there's got to be some solid boundaries that's in place for the other person to feel okay about that relationship as well.
Yeah. That's what a couple of my female friends are, either married or they're dating. And like, I definitely go out of my way so that their husbands or boyfriends know, like, there's nothing to worry about with Tim.
Yeah.
Like, you can go out to eat. And it's funny because like me and my female friends always hang out together. Like their boyfriends and husbands never come around. And so I go out of my way for them to know, like, this isn't me just trying to like hone in, you know what I mean? Because that's what happens. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Dudes, I feel like a lot of times we mess it up. Not always.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we're the ones who mess it up because we're quick to be like, oh, I just want to be friends. And I used to be like this. Like back in the day, I used to be like, if you can't sleep with your friends, who can you sleep with? Like that was my line. It worked quite a few times. But back in the day, I used to be like, I'd be your friend until, you know what I mean? But I got a little older and I realized, and this is why I kind of really want to have this conversation. I feel like we miss out on a lot of love in life because we can't have sex with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we miss out on a lot. So many people are like, oh, I don't have any love in my life. Blah, blah, blah. But it's like, there's lots of love out there with people who might be the opposite sex, different gender, whatever. And if we could just discipline ourselves and be like, oh, I'm going to hang out with this truly unique, beautiful spirit, but we can't have sex, and that's fine. I feel like we could have a lot more relationships that could benefit us.
Yeah. I also think, I don't know if it's like just the older that I get or just experience or just having so many times where it was like ups and downs with male friends or whatever. But I think for me, it gets to a point where it's like, I know where I am in my life and what I want and what I don't want. And if I got the feeling that I was friends with somebody and he was giving off the little like vibe of like, but whatever, and I felt that, then I think I would, slowly back away from that friendship, because I think I would be feeling like it isn't just friends, So I think it does come over time and knowing what you want.
Yeah, I think so. Big Elvis, shout out to you. Appreciate that. Super Chat Squad. Super Chat Squad in the building. You stealing my stuff.
I'm giving it to you. I'm doing it for you.
You can't do it on your camera. No.
Super Chat
Squad. I don't know what Umar would say. Sorry. I appreciate the love though. So I'm curious to know why people think they can't be friends.
Like what people?
Like, if anybody in the chat wants to put in real quick, just like why, if you think men and women can't be friends, why do you think they can't be friends? I'd be curious to know that, because like we obviously both believe they can. So I'd be curious to know why people think they can't. Because I've seen a lot of people be like, no. So just curious.
Let's see.
Oh, not sure about their motive. And Angela, I think that's a good point. Like, I think a lot of people would say, yeah, if I 100% knew that he or she just wanted to be friends, we could be friends. But if I'm not 100% about their motives, I'd rather, kind of like you said, I might just back off.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think it's got to be on both sides. I think if there's one person that's wanting more, it's going to eventually crumble.
Yeah.
Because one person's going to feel bad about it, and one person's going to feel like, oh, like I don't know what's happening,
That's a good point. Yeah, if somebody's wanting more and it doesn't happen, that person's not going to be happy in the friendship.
Yeah,
because they're going to be like low key. Like, I'll be honest, I'll tell us, me, I got stories. I do have some female friends that aren't in that just friends category, and I do have some that aren't in that category, and like honestly, one of them I don't even hang out with as much anymore. Nothing against her, but I found that like I was always like, I couldn't just sit down and go to lunch with her and talk. I was always angling.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always got a little something going, trying to make myself seem better and telling her little stories. And I'm low key trying to sneak in some sexual innuendo, you know what I mean? Like, and it kind of messed up the friendship. Yeah. But that was one that like, yeah, we didn't establish that boundary because I really thought she was hot. So that's an example of like, if it's not set up like that, it may not happen.
And I'm gonna be honest, like in the past, I've been naive, because as a woman, I wanted to believe that they were my friend, but now I think I'm more alert of like that feeling you're giving off. It's like, if you're more aware as a woman, you are going to feel that. You're going to be like, oh, I'm pretty sure he wants to sleep with me. And it feels like you always have to like tiptoe around, and you're like, oh, like laugh at the jokes and be like, oh, that's funny, but no. And like, but I think that's where each person has to come up with their own boundary and be like, yeah, hey, don't say stuff like that. And then if you're like, I kind of only wanted to be friends with you because I felt like I could get some, and then the friendship crumbles, then that's just the way it is. But I think you know, over time you're more aware of what people's intentions are.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe that's part of the getting a little older. You can sense better, like, okay, that person's actually just wants to be friends.
yeah,
And other people, it's like, yeah, I know what he wants. I know what she wants. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Let's see.
Here's a good question from Juanita. Juanita said, as friends, are the two of you hugging when you greet one another or keeping your hands to yourself to avoid temptation?
Like us?
By the way, did we say we're having this stream because we're just friends?
Oh, we are? I didn't. I thought we were more. I thought we were more than friends.
I thought I
I'm
saw
kidding.
you.
It's a joke.
I thought I saw you creeping by the door when I was taking my bath. I thought
It's a joke.
It's a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Because I tell people like, oh my God.
That was a joke. That was a joke. I did take a bath, but she was not. Oh, for anyone earlier, I mentioned we're renting a condo, beachfront, Myrtle Beach. We have separate bedrooms.
Oh yeah.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Let's make sure this is a very clear cut thing, especially because I had some comments after I posted my video. So Tim and I are renting this place together for a month. This is actually a what?
Go ahead. I said beachfront.
Beachfront, whatever. It's actually a 3-bedroom condo. So I have a room, he has a room, and there's actually a third room. And the rooms are spaced out. They're not right next to each other. There's a whole living room. You can see a whole kitchen. It's like an apartment. So there's no dipping into each other's rooms. There's no hugging all the time, sitting on the couch, cuddling. There's none of that. When I picked him up from the airport, we hugged because we're friends, and I think friends can give a hug.
Yeah.
You know, but we're not hugged up on the couch every night. We literally sit at the table or sit separately on different chairs. But there was some comments that were like, because the thumbnail that I did on my video was of us sitting on my bed, and we did that for the thumbnail only. And I specifically put at the end of that video a little clip of us being like, I think we have enough to make a thumbnail. Cut, and we both got off the bed. Since we've been here for 10 days now, neither of us has gone into each other's room except just for that, really.
I ran in your room when the spy balloon got shot down. I ran in her room.
Yeah, but he hasn't been like coming and be like, hey, you want to like lay down together? Or, you know, he hasn't been like, you want to come in my room and hang out? No, no, there's none of that. And I think people may have thought that that's happening on the regular. And there was a deep discussion in my comments. Like the last time I looked, it was like 50 comments strong arguing with each other. I don't like the arguing. And I also don't like the judgment as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like very like, you know, I can appreciate curiosity. Like why would you sit on the bed with a man? But also, it's actually not a sin to sit on the bed with a man. Like we were fully dressed and we were taking a picture. So
yeah. So
that kind of like chapped my heart a little bit because I was just like, bro, like it's not that serious. But I don't know where we're going. Oh, so they were saying like, can you hug and stuff like that? I think if you're just friends, you're not going to be hugged up and cuddling.
No, but you can like hug,
yeah.
like I think it varies too. Like I know with my female friends, there's some of them that like it when I see them, I'm like, oh, and it's like a deep hug and you know, and there's others that it's just kind of like the one quick hug, you know what I mean, that type of hug, because like I just know the vibe, you know what I mean, and so I think you're allowed to like you don't have to fist bump, you know what I mean, like you're allowed to hug, but like I'm pretty sure Allison would say if I was to hug her, but it was me trying to, you know what I mean, like she would know. So like you can hug, but just keep it. If you're friends, you're going to be hugging out of love, not trying to like cop a cheap feel,
right? You
know, or your friend. So yeah, I got hug my female friends, like, you know, but I hug my guy friends too. I hug all my friends. I hug all my friends, and I tell my friends about I love them. You know what I mean? So like, I don't think gender matters in that instance.
And I'm a hugger too. Like in general, like I hug strangers. Well, no, I don't walk up to people and just hug them. But you know, like if I meet somebody. Like if a friend is introducing me to their other friend, I'll be like, oh, I hug people. Or like if I'm at someone's family event, I'll hug them. because I think it's a nice gesture to be like a warm, caring person. And some people aren't huggers, and that's okay. But like, especially if someone's my friend, you know, I feel like it's totally fine to give that person a hug. And like you said, you're not like gyrating next to their body, you know. I mean, if there's a linger in the hug, then you kind of know, like, oh, like maybe they're wanting something more. But like, I think you can tell if someone's wanting to go in that direction.
And that goes back to like reading people's intentions.
Right.
You know, yeah, if there's that little linger or there's a little, you know,
like,
rub on the side, you're like,
a little rub on the side.
Yeah, a little rub on the side. Freedom Fund Money, I see you. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. That is a love.
Super Chat.
How to keep my female friends from trying to sleep with me.
Freedom Fund Money.
I see you. I mean, hey, if you out in these streets looking good, smelling good, your body on point, the ladies gonna want to get with you. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I really maybe establish boundaries. Yeah. I'm not sleeping with y'all, but I mean, like, you can't stop someone from wanting to sleep with you.
Yeah.
But like, you know, maybe those women, when you identify that, you just have to, you know, not be as close of friends if you don't want that to go down.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love. Thank you.
Also, Super Chat Sunny. Ooh, I never saw that one that says the vibes.
You never seen the vibes one?
I never got the vibes before.
You never got the
Bro, I give a shout out. So
this is okay. What is this?
Hold on a second. Hold on. You don't know nothing about this.
Sound effects? What?
Yeah, I got sound effects. Every super chat, every Cash App, Venmo, whatever. Thank you very much.
You see how
that's a blessing.
You see how she tried to like totally upstage me? You know, first she does my little heart. She's like, "Oh, that's nice. Wait till I get."
I mean, it's a blessing. Every donation, every love, every nice comment, I appreciate. You know, and I know you do too.
Totally. It's all love, abundance, love game. Now I got to download a sound effects app over.
You know what I'm saying? We learn from each other.
I don't know if we can be friends.
Jenna's in the house. My friend Jenna, my real life friend Jenna. Boundaries. It's all about boundaries. Yes, Jenna. Amen. Judy says, to answer Tim's question as to why I don't believe men and women can be friends is because a real relationship isn't based off sex. It's based off friendship. Anyway, what's meant to be will be. But I guess I don't understand, because I don't believe men and women can be friends because a real relationship isn't based off sex. But isn't that just friendship though?
Oh.
Like, I'm not sure. Maybe break it down a little bit more, because I'm not following on that one.
Now Angela wants sound effects. See what you... I'm about to lose my moderator because I don't have sound effects. Go ahead.
Rookie move, bro. Rookie move.
You slid that in on me.
I do it every time.
I don't watch your live stream. I'm joking. I do.
Wow.
I do.
Friendship over. This stream is over.
I do. I was just about to say. Here's a good one. Sunflower Girl said, "What is up with you having people on your channel when you said word for word that you don't like being around people, you're an introvert?" That's a good question.
Solid.
That's a fair question. There are very few people you'll ever see me around. And Allison is one of the few. So like, I do people, but like she was saying earlier, we're renting this condo. We each got our own room. So like, there's times when we're hanging out, and there's other times when I'm in my room, she's in her room, doors closed. You know, I go for a lot of walks. You know what I mean, by myself sometimes. So I have a roommate back home, so it's kind of the same deal. You know, so I can do people, but like, I just have to have personal time. But that was a good question. That was a fair question.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about, because Tim and I are super real people, and we don't mind sharing our business. So obviously, let's see, like, how do we break this down?
Real quick, Ray wants to know, are we both single? Yes, on my end.
Very single. I'm the most single. I'm so single, like single as a Pringle, like that can't be even in the little container that all the other Pringles are in. I'm just off by myself on a sad plate. Like, I'm just a single Pringle single.
You're not even in the...
I'm not even in the container.
But you are on Instagram.
I am on Instagram.
At Travel Snacks?
At Travel Snacks _
If somebody wants to slide in the DM. At Travel Snacks _
But also, before we get into the nitty gritty, we just had this discussion the other day. If you try to holler at somebody on Instagram, don't have a freaking private account. Because if someone reaches out to me, and you said this too,
Yes.
and then we're like curious, and we go on the profile and it's private, you can't even see if you think that person is cute or that you would even be attracted.
Preach, sister, preach.
So I'm just saying, if you want to slide in the DMs, be prepared that we can go look and give our little like, maybe, you know.
Thank you. Thank you. That happens to me all the time. Not well, I'm not gonna say like it's all the time, but when it does happen, I'm like, oh, so what's it? I'm like, oh, private account. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yes.
Like your little thumbnail thing is not. I'm like, maybe, but yeah, that's a
no,
good point.
I can't do that.
That is a good point.
Also, Courtney's asking, single as in celibate or single as in sleeping around? What about for you?
I'm not celibate. I did do like a year celibacy thing one time. It was great. It actually is what helped me get to the space where I'm at now, where I'm very open to being friends with females and I don't care about the sex. So like, I'm not celibate. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'll be out here having tons of sex because like I don't. But I mean, it's on the table if the right scenario presents itself. But once again, as I get older, I'm an introvert. I'm alone a lot. Like I'm really waiting for the right situation before, anything goes down. But if the right situation comes around, there is Pound Town. Your turn.
To say it mildly.
Just, I mean, if that was.
I think there's a difference between celibate and abstinent, right? Like celibate's like is that a lifelong situation? Like you choose celibacy when like you're a monk or a priest or something? Well, I'm not going to try to wait till the rest of my life. Like but I am choosing abstinence in this time of my life. I do not have sex randomly. I've chosen that lifestyle for myself. I don't think it's fulfilling. I've done that, and to go down to somebody asked right after that. Ricky says, "Are you a way different person than you were in your 20s?" Yes, and I was telling Tim that. Do you want to shout that out real quick?
Oh, Christina, Super Chat Squad, thank you. That is love.
Wow.
Says, what is the Freedom Fund? That was actually somebody's username, Freedom Fund. And it says, love your channel. Thank you. That is love. Thank you. But yeah, Freedom Fund was the channel name. But Super Chat Squad, I appreciate the love. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you.
So to answer that question, we actually talked about this before the stream. Now, I'm going to say a little disclaimer before I say this for the people on my channel, my loving Snack Pack family. Because a lot of you see me in a certain way that I'm like a very holy person. And I do I read my Bible every morning. I am very love the Lord Jesus Christ, everything. And I am very strong in my Christianly walk. But I have had many a hoe phase. Okay. I've had, and it's boggles my mind when people are like, oh my gosh, I can't watch this channel anymore. Like I don't understand, because all of us have a past, and we all have a past that may be different from each other. I don't drink. I've never been a drinker. I've never done drugs. I'm not a gambler. I don't do a lot of things, but I've certainly dipped my toe into a lot of waters, and many times, like I have plenty of experience.
Okay.
And so I actually respect when people are honest about who they are. I don't like when people are trying to like hide who they've been. And also, even if they slip up or like do something that we consider like a sinful thing, it's not up to us to condemn anybody. So I don't like that when people are like, oh my gosh, how dare you, whatever. So I am definitely a lot different over time as I've aged, and I've gone down the road where I'm like, oh, I just want to, do this, or I just want to feel a feeling of like being close to somebody. And it over time has like always kind of been like, it's not fulfilling. I don't know why I'm doing this. And so I've gotten to a place, just I guess over time, where I just don't feel like it's fulfilling. It's not worth it to me. And I just decided I don't want that anymore for my life. And so I've decided to just be abstinent, and if I date somebody, I'm not going to be having sex with that person. So yes, I feel like I'm a lot different. And, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have had experience with all kinds of things in life.
So abstinence until like marriage.
I would like to say marriage, but I'm not going to even
No,
I'm not going to even like sit here and lie.
But that's the goal.
The goal would be marriage. But like,
Okay.
if I'm in a, like, at least for sure until I'm in an exclusive relationship,
Okay,
I would like
okay.
to say that I'm strong enough to wait till marriage. But I also know my sinful flesh. And if I'm dating somebody and we're like together, for a while and we're exclusive, it may go down, and that's just going to be between me and God,
Okay. Oh, respect.
So that's just what it is.
Super chat, Scott Priya. Thank you. That's a little off topic, so maybe I can answer that later when I do some Q&A. But I appreciate that love. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Thank you for the continued support. We'll get to that a little later.
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, I like this. Actually, I don't want to bash on anybody, but basically, yeah. If you're out here judging people or think people have to be perfect, you're missing the point. Yeah,
definitely.
Like, yeah. Appreciate you being so honest there.
I'm an honest person.
T Snacks.
Redheaded Riding Hood says, I use the word celibate. I was celibate for 5 years after my separation. I don't know. Like, maybe I have it wrong. Like, I don't know the difference really between celibate and abstinent. I know both you're not having sex, but I don't know if one is like more like choosing that for life, and even if it means that. So I don't know. So maybe I'm using it wrong. But that's, yeah, like you can choose that. Tim is hoping that phase comes back quick.
That's comment of the night so far. I'm like, some more. How often?
How long ago was that?
What was kind of the timeline between the whole phases? What you doing in January? No.
Cheryl says you are a normal, beautiful human being, which I also love Cheryl. She's so sweet. I'm a Christian, but I have lived a fully colorful life. I love that. But I know God still loves me. Amen.
Bear Claw says, I'm 34. I've been celibate for 3 years. So much less stress. And that is one of the things with me. Like I said, I'm really not out in these streets doing much these days. And it's so much less stress than like when I was in my 20s, early 30s. And I felt like I had this obligation. It was a combination of like, yeah, you're young and like whatever, and I wanted to have sex, but also like I felt like I had something to prove. Like my homeboys couldn't be getting something. I wasn't getting none. So like there was this whole he who dies with the most notches wins, and I had to prove myself, and like all of that was going on. My life was so stressful back then. Like it was so much stress. It was always something going on with like boyfriends, or all the things going on. That's why I think these days I'm just kind of like, you know what? And 24-year-old Tim would smack me in the back of the head right now. He was like, "What are we talking about?" But like I'm like, I just kind of chill out until something comes along that's stress-free, and I think we have a real connection.
Yeah.
And like that's why I think it's so cool that I have so many female friends that like I can just hang out with, and there's none of that. They don't have to worry about me. I got to worry about them. Like we're just friends, I don't always want to be around dudes. So it's cool that I have female friends I can just hang out with, and like, and I get a lot, fellas, y'all need to listen to this part right here. And I get a lot of feedback from them that like I wouldn't get from dudes. You know what I mean? That is helping me so that when I do find that long-term romantic partner, I know some facts, that Tim, when he just hung around dudes, didn't know.
I love this comment. And this is a comment that I'm actually happy. Michelle D says, girl, I couldn't quite relate to you until now. And I think that's that was one of the things I was hoping on this live stream is to like share that side, because, I do talk about God a lot, but I don't feel that I get the opportunity to like have these kind of topics. And I think that goes to what you said is like when you surround yourself with different people and you take sex out of the equation, you can learn stuff from people and you can talk and you can have these open discussions. And I just think it's like that makes me feel happy, because it's like I want people to know that everybody is, we all have like multifaceted parts of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just one thing. And I appreciate you writing that. Someone says, I see nothing wrong with having hoe phases. Also, Talia E coming through with the 1999. I'm agnostic and I follow you both because you're both such shining people. You never make me feel judged or excluded, and your joy in life is contagious. Thank you for being so welcoming to everyone in their different walks. Amen to that. I got to give a shout out. Hold on. I got to get my, let's see. Let's give a, because let's see. Let's give a little dance, okay? Thank you, Talia.
Okay.
That is a blessing, and I appreciate
What
you.
was that shimmy? Somebody clip that shimmy that Travel Snacks did. Make it a meme. What the
Also, I just want to address that comment real quick. Is that we had this discussion earlier? Is that as a Christian, I feel that there's a lot of Christians that push people off about Christianity because it could be a very judgmentally pushing attitude.
Mhm.
Like a lot of Christians get this like, well, if you just don't do it this way, then you're just not worthy of God or whatever. And it's like, everyone has choices. Everyone has thoughts. Everyone I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. I know what I've chosen to base my life off of. I welcome everybody on my channel. I actually love to listen to people from different walks of life because I think I can learn things from everybody. And it's okay if I say, I do believe there's a God and you don't, and that's okay. Like, it is okay. You don't have to you can still believe it and you can still be strong in your stance, but you don't have to be mean-spirited to people. It's just an ugly look and it's just not necessary. That's just my belief. So I appreciate you being here and I appreciate your comment and your super chat. Thank you so much.
To that point, me and you have a lot of conversations and there's things we differ on.
Mhm.
And I like the fact that there's a lot of things that, like, when I voice my opinion, if you have a different opinion on when you voice yours, I'll be like, oh, okay, maybe I see, so like, I think it's good to have people who see things different or have different beliefs, if they're both respectful to each other. And that's part of the whole men and women being friends with respect. If you're respectful to each other, then then everybody benefits,
Yeah.
as opposed to like only hanging around people who believe exactly what you believe. Then you never learn anything else about other people and you get very like us versus them.
Yeah. So I got sidetracked earlier. And so I was going to say, because we're keeping it real with both our audiences, is that we've been here, for 10 days. We've had many a talk, many a late night talk. We sit up here for till 2 a.m, just having talks about life. I'd say 80% of our talks are about YouTube, about the YouTube life, about, making our channels better and providing value. But it's not a surprise that we find each other attractive. We've talked about it. It's not a surprise, we're two attractive people. There's nothing wrong with that. You can love yourself. It's great.
Yes.
But as he was saying, like we have differing opinions on very things that are important, namely our religious views. Not that they're really that far off, but I'm looking for a certain type of man, like a more Christianly, whatever type of person. And not that you don't believe in God, but you're looking for somebody that's a little different than that.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And we were able to have that talk. We did like a 5-minute talk. We didn't extensively but do you think it would work out? We didn't need to, because when you know what you want, what type of partner you want, there's a boundary. You're like, that's not for me, and that's okay. We can still be friends, and we're still not having sex. We're still not well, we're not going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but since we're here, because we value each other. And I know for me, like, I value our time together and just having somebody to spend time with when I'm able to get off the road. And, same with you. Like, we both talked about being able to travel and being alone and seeing all these beautiful things. And it's like just nice to have somebody to just go have dinner with, go have lunch with. And so I think it's important that if there is even a little bit of like attractive thoughts, that you have a conversation. And if there's nothing there, then keep it legit. You don't let your fleshly desires just take over, because you might lose a friend off of that. And what we have as a friendship is more important to me than just, a random tryst,
Yeah, that's all you're. Yeah. And the thing is, like, in an alternate universe, if there was the same situation and we were like, hey, let's do it, that would be fine too. But I mean, it's all fine. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Yeah, you make up what you need to do for yourself.
You just determine what works. And that's what I think men and women can be friends if both of them are willing to do that. And it could be a situation where I feel like even if one person really is like, if you just keep that to yourself and never, it's not like you have to find two people who aren't in any way attracted, but like if you can keep that to yourself and just not bring that into the equation, like,
Mhm.
I think saying that men and women can't be friends because sex would make it weird,
Yeah.
is giving sex too much power.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like sex doesn't trump friendship or
Right.
love or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, you can have love for someone and have a friend. I wish there was another word between friendship and relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because it's hard to get the point across. But like, yeah, you can. It's respect.
Yeah. Two people have asked how. It's far back in the comments, but one said, "How did we meet?" And then Courtney said, "Aside from sex side of things, what made you decide to be friends? What do you enjoy about each other?"
I feel like we met when you came to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And I had reached out a while back and said what's up or whatever, and then you reached out and said you were going to be in Denver, and so we met up and went to the park, hung out a couple days.
Yeah.
And we just hit it off. Like, she's an awesome person. So just kind of.
And it was funny because we met on the we're YouTuber, like. It's different. It's like if you work in accounting and this is probably a bad example, but like if you work in accounting and you meet somebody else that's an accountant, then you have something to talk about. Like you immediately bond over that thing. And so when we met, we just talked about YouTube a lot. And then we had started a second channel together for a short time. It's over now. And then we just like slowly started talking on the phone more. And again, people are probably like, I don't believe you, but like the majority of our conversations are surrounded about improving our lives and improving our channels.
Yeah.
Like we just legitimately want to be awesome for our audiences. And so we'll sit up here and be like, okay, that's not going to work. What do you think about this? And I'm going to try these things and I'm going to do this. And we just we vibe off of that, And so that's mainly what we enjoy about each other is just hanging out and being open and being able to talk.
Yeah, it's good to, especially on the YouTube side, have someone to like who else does it, and bounce ideas off of. So yeah. And then we just y'all know me. I've been looking to I've been saying I want to travel and there be some it can give solo travel is cool. Y'all know me, but like sometimes like Allison said earlier, it's good to just like someone else to be there.
Yeah.
If something happens, you can come, back and go, oh, let me tell you this story. Just something little like that is amazing when you're used to always traveling like by yourself. So.
Oh, super chat from Redheaded Riding Hood. This is a good topic. Thanks for covering it. Thank you for being here. Woohoo! Let's see. Let's give you. I'm gonna give you a series. I'm gonna do an explosion. Don't hate.
I'm hating hard. I'm hating hardcore hate. I'm hardcore
hating. Thank you so
over
much, Redheaded Riding Hood. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the topic. This is a fun topic for me as well. I think it's good to get like a lot of, topics out there like this.
Yes. I want to try to comment. Someone was like, there's nothing wrong with having to, they said something about like people not having hoe faces and they end up in the club at 45.
Oh, that's facts. I've seen it.
Same. Like a lot of the people that like, I either like went to high school with or in my 20s who were very just like didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. I feel like it hit them later in life.
Yeah,
so
it does.
That was one of the things I was like, I'm glad I got a lot of that craziness out of my system young. So like now I'm chilling. But like I can imagine like if I had never been in them straits, you know what I mean? Then 35 roll around and your life ain't quite turned out the way you wanted it to be. You feel like you're losing a little of your, your
totally.
youth. I could see it being crazy out there because then like everybody sees you coming. They're like,
I remember when I was younger and I would go to the club and I'd see some of these older dudes and I'm like, ew, like, because when you're in your 20s and you see somebody like in their like mid 40s, which is my age now, like almost 50, you're like, oh, what a loser. But like now that I'm almost 50, I'm like, oh, I get it. Like you're lonely. Like I get why people go to the club because they just feel lonely. But I think I think people go to clubs for various reasons, but I see what you're saying is like, if you never explored, you might be like, I want to just like get all that out of me. And it's kind of when you're older, it's like not a good look.
Yeah, you seem a little desperate. You seem a little desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I'm like, club life is fascinating, man. Like it's the music and the whole, it's a whole vibe. So I can imagine if you've never been around that, and you step into it at 38, you're like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah. Beyond Comfort Travel said, I was kind of wondering what happened to the third part of your trio. We're still friends. We're still friends with Drew.
Yeah.
Nothing. There was no falling out. There was no like we hate each other. It was just scheduling was very difficult. We were all like on 3 different states. And I live in a van full time for those of you that don't know. And so internet, and also Drew lives in his vehicle. Internet was really difficult for all 3 of us to be staying connected at the whole time. And just there'd be times where it would be hot and I'd be in my van and Drew would be sweating in his car. And it was like, we loved it. It was great fun, but it was also a lot of extra work to try to put that together. And there was a lot of hiccups technically that I feel like, and so it started to become like not as fun. So,
But yeah, shout out to Drew, man. No Camp fan. That's the homie, man.
I love him.
I'm
nice.
a big fan of his YouTube channel. I can't wait till he starts posting more than shorts. I mean, shout out to the shorts, but I'm ready for him to get back with the there's not many channels on YouTube I appreciate as much as Drew. So I'm ready for him to come back though.
Yeah. Grant says, I couldn't imagine going to the club at my age. I feel you. I don't know that I'd be going to the clubs either. Maida says, the road can be lonely. It's nice you both find a common ground to be supportive and uplift each other. Definitely.
Facts.
That's like a huge thing is, I've been to like many beautiful places on YouTube. It is lonely. It feels like, this is going to sound like first world problems. Like, I've seen so many beautiful things, Paris and all these places. But it's like when you're by yourself, it's almost like such a lonely feeling because you're like, I would love to share this memory with somebody and just be able to talk about it later and be like, remember when we saw this? And, it's like we will remember this stay forever because it's been such like a positive, uplifting experience. And I can speak for myself. I feel like if we were like coming here and like on day 5, we were having sex and then they could be weird. And then we'd be like, he'd be like, does she want more? Like, does he want more? Like, can we talk like normal friends? I think sometimes that really messes it up. And I think it's been so positive that it's just been like, I will like really cherish this because it's such a great opportunity to just hang out with somebody.
Nice. Yeah. You got a compliment over here. She doesn't look her age. I would have mistaken her for late 20s. Okay.
Thank you.
I see you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We got another one back to back. Lily says, hello, Tim and Allison Wave. Just wanted to say, Allison, you're an amazing person and really love how transparent, real you are about faith and views.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. How sweet.
Where are we at? Oh, I got a little love too. Kids say you both look younger than you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's the lighting.
It's the lighting. Let's see. Reigns of Healing. Being older is awesome. I know who I am, especially in Christ, and I'm more confident and know so much more about life in general. Praise the Lord. Was insecure when younger, was awful. I mean, that makes sense. I think we go through our like times of like insecurities, and the older we get, we're like, I'm great. I'm awesome. Like I've worked through a lot of stuff, and that's good. Like you could feel good about yourself. It's not arrogant. Like if you're, you know the difference between arrogance, when someone comes off and they're almost trying too hard.
Yeah.
But I think it's okay to have a good feeling about yourself and be like, you know what, I've worked hard on myself, and that's great. I'm okay with that.
I'm really him. So you know what I mean? Like I just know. Oh, we got 2 more compliments. LVI says you both are looking good. Capital GOOD.
Okay, excuse me.
Respect. And Antonella said you both are good looking people. Thank you, Antonella. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
The ego enjoys a good stroke. Thank you.
I can't.
Why Chris said the goal is to clap cheeks on the first day. Wow. That's a timeout. That's a timeout only because there was another disrespectful comment on another video.
Let's see.
Javier said babies will be good looking.
Oh, well, there won't be any of that. There won't be any of that just at all ever for either of us.
Yeah.
So my baby making days are Over.
And I never had any. Well, I mean, I had them, but I never made none.
Yeah. No.
Did that make any?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's a no for like my boys are in their 20s and I could not even. No, thank you.
Her kid's grown.
I have grown kids. They're grown men. No, thank you. I did my time. It's like jail. I did my time.
I did my 20. I'm out. Mama's out.
Yeah. Let's see. Cheryl T, you both beautiful inside and out. Aw. Hi, Dia. Thank you for being here. Let's see.
Antonella said, you have kids in your 20s?
Yes. Yes, I have I think it's, I lose track of what they're like 26 and 24, I think.
They grown.
Yeah, they grown. Overland Code. I would clearly have trouble being just friends with Allison. I am super attracted to godly women.
Okay.
At
Travel Snacks _ on Instagram. Make sure your
Make sure you're not private.
Make sure you're not. Wait. We need to say that slowly. So make sure your account's not private.
Yeah.
Because I could see something get lost in the translation, like DM private.
Yeah.
Okay,
Make sure your account is not set to private. Because that's Rose says my oven was removed. No place for buns to bake. Same. That's hysterectomy.
Oh.
You're like, what?
Oh, I got.
Yeah, I don't have the parts to carry the
so
children, so I'm really out.
Really?
I'm out. I'm 100% out. There's no slip. There won't be any slip ups. There won't be any of that. There's nothing unless I was like the next Virgin Mary, which I don't ever say that, but no, it would be a miracle.
Okay.
I don't want that miracle.
I was about to say that's good to know, but that would have came off wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
I had to. Yeah.
Like someone's saying we're saying innuendos, but we are friends. Like we are truly just friends. We joke around a lot.
Yeah.
So, and I think especially in front of audiences is like it's just fun.
We
joke around a lot.
We joke a lot, and sometimes it's in that realm, but we can do that because we know we're not doing anything.
We're not doing anything.
So yeah.
Let's see.
And Antoinette said, "Okay, girl, we need a beauty, health, fitness tips video from you. Let us know your tricks, your secrets.
Eat a bunch of snacks.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Eat a bunch of Reese's.
Don't tell on me. Don't tell on me.
I can give you hers.
He's gonna tell spill all the tea.
I can give you her health secrets.
Now that we've been here for a few days, we've been walking down to the Dollar General.
That just took away all the classiness, and we built up from saying beachfront condo, 3-bedroom. Like then we go down to Dollar General.
You're the one that chose it.
It's because it's close. The Walgreens was I wanted to go to Walgreens. That's not much better. No, I love the Dollar General. They got good water.
They got good water.
Michelle, I think we're both probably gonna do tours.
Yeah,
of the place.
I'm gonna drop a tour video on Sunday of the condo. And I'm going to talk about how this situation came about, our conversation about like why we decided to travel together, and just talk a little bit about maybe like if you want to get, like just a little bit about like off season, like booking in the off season, to save money, because my channel is about travel. For those of you who don't know,
someone wants to know one of your favorite places to visit when you're doing van life, or a recent place you went to you really enjoyed.
Honestly,
I'll ask you that way.
This is my first time in Myrtle Beach, and I will say hands down, this is probably one of the best places I've ever been. Like the beach is phenomenal. Like just looking out, like the ocean is just so nice. The little town around us, super nice. We've been able to walk around, there's just like little restaurants and stuff. It's super peaceful, calm. I think Myrtle Beach is a hit for me.
Nice.
I also love Georgia and I love Florida. I guess I feel like I love some of the southeastern states a lot because of the greener. It's like really green. The ocean is nearby. So I feel like that's the kind of vibe that I like. So
I'm glad you're liking Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I love it.
How long have you been doing van life? Deborah's curious to know.
I started building my van in June of 2020 during the pandemic. It took 6 months, and then I moved into my van in December of 2020, and been in it full time since then.
Okay, cool. So 2.5.
Yeah, like
going on 2.5 years.
Let's see, December.
Like
like 2.5 years.
2.5. Okay.
And I lived in my car before that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you started that in 2019, right?
Yeah, 2019. Tim Ryan says, Tim, you need a girl who's in heat.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
If she fine, she fine. That's my motto. If she fine, she fine. Heat or no heat. We can work on the heat. Okay, let me go.
See, everybody loving the Dollar General. I love Dollar General. Dollar General is great. Dollar General. No one's hating on DG.
That's on your side.
Hey,
no, that's over here.
listen,
Everybody's saying it.
We're not fancy.
Everybody's saying it over here too.
We love it.
They're like, what are you talking about?
We like to get a good deal.
What are we talking about? Carol likes the Myrtle Beach too. Nice.
Oh yeah.
So Glory says, do you consider different religious beliefs to be a deal breaker in a romantic relationship? For me, no, but there would have to be. It depends on, how do I say this? The depth of their faith and their open-mindedness. So like if they weren't open-minded, they probably wouldn't be wanting to get in a relationship with me. But to me, it's not. Like, to me, it's like, however you commune with the divine is fine with me, as long as you're not trying to like convert me, and not like bashing people who are different. You know what I mean? So like for me, it's not on the list of deal breakers. But I will say that like I would prefer to find someone who is spiritual like myself. But if the right person came along and she was just like, well, I just was raised this way and that's how I am. If she was cool with it, I don't think it would be a absolute deal breaker. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is for me.
She's like, it's a no for me.
It's 100% my top highest priority is to be with somebody that is equally yoked, is what the Bible calls it, is somebody that's equally on the same page biblically as I am. Like my life is based on biblical values. So that's what I base my life off of. So if somebody's not on the same page, because like I said, I welcome everybody in my life, but if that's my partner in life, then I really that's your person you're going to be with day in and day out. And I feel like for me, I would need somebody that I would be able to just speak freely and we could talk and be like 100% on the same page. So that is what I'm looking for. But yeah, just for, couple relationships. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Somebody said, Eagles or Chiefs.
Right.
We have a little.
We have a wager.
We have a Super Bowl bet, a little wager. I picked the Chiefs.
I picked the Eagles.
I'm gonna win.
He might win. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not even gonna say that he might not. But I'm just saying, like, I picked the Eagles because I don't really watch football. I don't really care about it. But one of my sons, he's always loved the Eagles, like since he was a kid. And so I just know that. And so I'm going to root for the Eagles because he's rooting for the Eagles. And that's really the only reason. And when I said I'm rooting for the Eagles, then Tim's like, well, it's not going to be fun unless I go the opposite direction. So we have a wager that whoever loses has to buy Caraba's Italian dinner, because I was pissed off because one night we wanted to go get Italian food and I was looking up the restaurants and I was like, who's Caraba think they are charging $20 for pasta? I'm not paying $20 for pasta. And so our wager is on Caraba's, which I think is overpriced for pasta. So it's going to hurt a little bit if I have to spend $20 on pasta.
It's going to be more than $20.
I know.
I'm getting an appetizer. I'm getting an entree. I need lots of garlic bread, a large soda. I need cake.
Rude.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm
Just
looking
rude.
at somewhere $60, $65.
I'm going to eat one breadstick.
I'll give you one of mine. I'll give you some of my garlic bread. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Y'all know me. I don't like football. But
Don't
I'll
even
watch.
let me win, because I'm going to be like, ooh, I'm going to order some things to go for the week.
No, you have to dine in only.
No.
You can't all you can eat
can't
buffet.
make rules after.
You can't all you can eat. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Everybody vote for Eagles.
That's a good
Come
point.
on, let's pray about it.
Well, I can just eat it out the fridge when you
Oh.
when you say, I'll take it off your side of the fridge. Silver Lumberjack, good question, said, if a female friend texts you to hook up and she was serious about it, what would you do? If she was one of my female friends that like it was pretty well established we're just friends, I wouldn't act on it. I probably would just ignore the text, because I'd probably be like, man, maybe she's drunk or something. Like I would not act on it, and I probably would never bring it up. Now, if she was a female friend that like we wasn't on that type time, well, I'm probably gonna text back. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait an appropriate amount of time. Then, but I'll go through the normal motions. But if it's a female friend that I know we're not there, then I'm just gonna leave that alone because, like I said, the female friends I have in my life that it's only friends no matter what anyone, including her, does. Like, it's in my book, we're just friends. So, like, I'm not one of these super thirsty guys that's gonna be like, like if we just friends, we just friends. So bottom line, you know what I mean? And I just don't waver from that, regardless, you know.
But I think that's the point, is like both parties have to have come to that conclusion on their own, so that you know that you feel safe. You're like, okay, I know he's not going to do something. Like you said, the person was drunk and had a weak moment. Then both people feel like it's going to be okay, even if someone's like, well, maybe, because both of you have decided that's not where it's going to go. So
Yeah.
I think that makes people feel good. There's a lot of love for Myrtle Beach in here. People are loving Myrtle Beach, but one person says, FYI, Myrtle Beach is very different in like basically in the off season or in the high season, which we've kind of experienced because this is Super Bowl weekend. So people have been checking into this resort, and there's been some loud people already. So I could definitely see how, it could probably be totally different.
Missy Moto loves the oily thing at Carrabba's.
What's the oily?
The oil thing. I don't know what that is. The oil thingy. Okay.
Is it like a dish of oil and balsamic?
I'm getting it, whatever it is.
What is it? Tell us what it is.
I'm getting, what is the oil thingy? Because I'm getting it. Is it expensive? If it's expensive, I'm getting 2.
Rude.
Because
just rude.
They gonna know, like, this dude don't know about. Can I get 2 of the oil thingies?
The thing is, because I'm even like in my mind, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna lose, but it's gonna give me the greatest joy, truly, if I win, because I'm gonna be a humble, nice friend, and I'm gonna be like, but
you're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna be like,
no, I'm gonna say something.
I'm
not gonna lie.
I know you're gonna say.
I will be petty. I'm gonna be slightly petty.
You're gonna be very petty. You're probably gonna call your son. Y'all gonna be celebrating. You're gonna be.
I'll be like, oh,
yelling.
All you're bragging, but I don't want to say nothing now because, in case I lose, I want to pretend I'm being humble.
You heard her say she's pretending humility. You heard her. Carol said, "Why Carrabba's?" Because that was just the joke. Because she lost it over $20 worth of Carrabba's. That was the prices. So we were like, "Oh, we'll do Carrabba's."
First, we were going to bet $5, and then I was like, you know what? Let's make it a real bet. Let's do Carrabba's. I was feeling like, I don't know. I guess I was feeling like I was rich or something. I was like, oh, it's Carrabba's. That's it.
Bro, you can afford $20.
I can afford $20. It's just I don't want to.
Exactly.
Because I know I can buy noodles and sauce at the store. But
from the Dollar General?
Yeah, why not? April says, in a relationship, is it appropriate to still have close female friends? And what if they are flirty? Okay, so I have strong feelings about this.
I'm gonna go first. Then
yeah, you go.
I'll say this: if I'm dating someone and my female friend, we go out and she's being flirty to me, well, me and her ain't friends no more. Yeah. Like, bottom line, and none of my female friends are like that. But let's say it happened. For some reason, if you're not going to disrespect my partner like that, but you've been flirty. So on the ride home, I'm going to be like, hey, she was never like that before. I'm not kicking it with her like that anymore. Just like vice versa. I'm not going to go out with one of my female friends and her man and be trying to, be flirty. And that's no, rude. So like, that's not real friendship. I do think that, like, because my last relationship, she had a male friend that had been her friend for forever. And like, she handled it what I thought was the right way. She told me once we started like dating, she was like, hey, so-and-so is my friend. He doesn't live around here. Sometimes he comes around. We might hang out. She's like, he likes to call me, once or twice a month. We'll talk on the phone for a little bit. Every time he called, if she wasn't busy, hey, this is so-and-so. I'm going to talk with him. If we were doing something, she'd tell him, hey, Tim's here. Call back like, Tuesday or something because I'm spending time with Tim. So like, if you tell somebody, I think you go into it, you tell somebody, this is my friend. We've been friends forever or whatever. These are the parameters of our friendship. In that instance, I'm cool with it, and if it was, my female friend and I did that, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Because like, once again, if it's a real genuine friendship, it's no different than me going out with one of my male friends.
Yeah.
It's when it's not genuine and there's that whatever. But me personally, I'm not going to lie to my partner. If it's not a genuine friend, who's a woman that I know nothing's gonna happen, then I'm not gonna lie and say it is. Like, I'm an honest person. So
Yeah. I think that if you've already established a friendship with somebody before you met your partner,
Mhm.
keep the friend but create the boundary. Because like I think if the friend is like, oh no, like I'm still going to be top priority even if you get a girlfriend or whatever, no, I think that friend is not really your friend because they don't want you to like have a strong relationship. And I think if you have to go to the other room to talk to your friend on the phone, there seems something shady there. And I think as long as you have boundaries, then people can still have their friend. I don't agree with people making new friends after they get in a relationship.
yeah,
I don't agree with that. And I 100% do not agree with flirting. I think it's super disrespectful. I almost feel like the friend should fall back a little bit. Like you don't have to like disappear, but I think the friend should realize that, your friend has a partner now and you need to leave a little room for that relationship to grow. And you're not like their partner.
Yeah.
And I think they should recognize that. And it's okay. You can still have the friendship and you should feel happy that each other is happy. But I think when you start crossing that line and you make it like weird, it's bad for everybody. Like you said, you're going to be like having to tell your partner like, oh, they're usually not like that. It's like weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And to your point, I've had female friends where as they progressed in their relationships where I did have to fall back.
Yeah.
And it was, sometimes it hurts. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it hurts because like you and a person are really close. And then it's like, oh, they're in this situation. I'm going to pull back. Oh, now they're this. Oh, I'm going to really pull back. And like, but it's all, once again, respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I know the love me and her may have will never go anywhere, but it's just like, she's got other priorities now.
Yeah.
That's more important or bigger in her life. So it's just like, you fall back and it's not, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. Yeah.
Courtney says, "Wow, there is such a thing as non-thirsty men." To compliment.
I think I'm the least thirsty dude to tell you. It don't. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Appreciate people recognizing it.
Yeah, it is. It's a big deal because I don't know very many, to be honest. So I'm with Courtney. Like it is pretty rare. I think it may be like a maturity thing.
Okay.
I think maybe there's some like if a man is mature enough to realize that sex is not the end all be all, I think that's a maturity thing, and then he's not thirsty. He might still want to have sex, but he's not acting thirsty.
Yeah. Oh, Missy Moda, thank you. Super Chat Squad.
Woo!
Super Chat Squad. Thank you. That is love. Love getting the building. There's your heart.
Oh, she's giving you the $20 so that you can when you lose.
It's for a different time at Carrabba's. It says a little something to put towards a Carrabba's dinner. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it no matter who wins the bet. Yeah, it's definitely gonna. I'm not even gonna need to spend that money on it because I already know I got the Chiefs, right? My Chiefs are coming.
You don't even know who you got.
Thank you, Missy Moda, for the continued support.
But also,
I appreciate that.
Missy Missy responded to us and said that it is olive oil and herbs for dipping the bread, or olive oil and balsamic.
Is that good?
I haven't had it at Carrabba's, but I've had it at other restaurants, and it is really good. When you dip that little bread, it's delicious.
Do that? It's
delicious.
You are travel snacks.
I mean,
making the food sound effects and everything.
It's delightful.
Is it? Deborah K said very rare. So like it is. Are most men thirsty?
Yes.
Fellas.
Without pause, yes.
Fellas, are we?
Yes.
Are we thirsty? Do we feel we're thirsty? I would love to hear what the fellas have to say.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do we feel like we're thirsty? And then if the guys come back and say we're not thirsty, I would like to ask the women, what are we doing that makes us appear thirsty? Because like maybe as guys we're like, we're just being guys, and women are like, dang, they thirsties. Just me said no, we're not thirsty.
Are these guys?
Antonella said. So a lot of men, all the women are answering. None of the dudes are answering.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Trevor said, I'm not thirsty at all. Facts.
Snack Pack, if you're a man, answer, do you think that men are thirsty? And if you're a woman, tell if you think men are thirsty.
Living Good said, we dehydrated. I'm
not even mad at that comment.
Isabella said, dudes ask for sexy pictures all the time.
Yeah.
Is that thirsty?
Yes. Yes, we were thirsty in the beginning, but then we fall for the real them. Grant says, I'm only thirsty with the right drink.
VG sound effect says, no, we're not. Just need a little drink a couple times a week and I'm good.
Couple times a week.
I'm saying that as a man. I'm like, a couple times a week. Thursdays only.
Bill says thirst is situational. Red-Headed Riding Hood depends on the man.
I don't think asking for sexy pictures is thirsty. I mean, like, if it's the first thing.
That comment is thirsty.
If the first thing you do is like, but like.
It is the first. It's like if you're on the dating apps and you like exchange numbers, the first is like, can you send me a few more pictures? And they're not asking for, and I'll send them like a face, just like, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, you got any more pictures? And you know what they're after. And I'm like, immediately block.
So,
it's a no.
But I'm saying after we've talked for a while, is that thirsty if a man's like?
It depends on the girl. That'd be a deal breaker for me because I'm not in that mode.
No matter what.
And today I'm not in that mode. I don't want to be. I don't want our relationship to be built off of body.
Okay.
Like things about my body.
Okay.
I want it to be built off of getting to know each other as a human.
Okay.
But if we're like in the mix and we're like exclusive, and it's a little like like, oh, let me get a little cute little pictures, then not like naked, but
yeah,
then it's like, oh, he thinks I'm cute and he wants to
But in the beginning it's thirsty.
In the beginning, I think it's thirsty.
Good to know.
TJ says men are thirsty. Mountain Wanderer, men are thirsty. April, I wish my man was more thirsty for me. Tina says thirsty. Heather says men behave thirsty. Cheryl says 64, and yes, men are thirsty. It goes on and on forever.
These retired men thirsty.
They're thirsty.
Busy boys are asking for any pictures. Thirsty. Dang it! I gotta scratch that off.
It is thirsty. It comes off super thirsty. It really does.
I'm learning here.
Even Rebecca says thirsty. Rains of Healing. Thirst equals lust.
See, I agree with Ricky. He says men are visual. That's the thing. Like, we're very visual. So like that, we're not really trying to be like some men. I'll speak for myself. I'm not really like trying to be like thirsty, but like that's what kind of gets me okay.
Get you what? Answer that.
Gets me a little, you know what I mean?
What?
If we chatting back and forth, you chatting, you kind of getting
and get
in that vibe.
What
that
vibe? What vibe?
You know the vibes.
What vibe?
You know the vibes.
See, that's why you're thirsty.
What are you talking about?
See, when you break it, when you go finish that thought.
No, I'm saying
you're thirsty because you want pictures for.
Yeah, but I'm saying if
purpose?
we both talking and she's saying little stuff, I'm saying little stuff, and then I'm like, oh, what you got on that type of stuff.
I'm saying
that's part of the thing.
That it depends on the
because
girl.
we're visual.
Right. Like, yeah, and if the girl is down for that, but we're talking about, because the question was, are men thirsty? If the girl's not really like starting that out or putting that first, and the guy's starting that out, that's thirst. That's just like, oh, like, give me the pictures. I got to see the pictures. Like, it's almost like the lust. Somebody said like the lust part of you takes over, and you're not thinking about that person as a human. You're thinking of as a visual stimulant.
But maybe that's something I need to gauge whether I want to continue down this road or not. I might be like, hey, she seems cool, but I need to see if.
But would you be talking to her if you like didn't think there was even an attraction there?
Tim now, no. Tim 12 years ago, yes.
Right.
So Tim now, no. But I mean, I just feel like there's, and you kind of said the same thing. It depends on the girl and the situation. I just feel like there's times when I might be saying some stuff or typing some stuff, and she's like really enjoying that. And for me, I might need something a little more visual to get to the same level she's at right there.
Yeah.
Because I think men are more visual. Like, we lose it for a picture. Oh, yeah. Whereas sometimes I feel like women, you say the right thing, they might like that a little more. You know what I mean? So I feel like I think that's what a couple of the guys in the chat are saying. Like, it doesn't seem thirsty to us. We just kind of enjoy that.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. It could be thirst.
It's probably thirst.
It could be thirst. It could be low-key thirst. Okay.
Low-key thirst. Deliciously fierce media. My man is too thirsty for me. I wish he'd back off a little. I'm tired. Oh man.
This got the chat popping. The thirst.
It's popping. The chat's feeling thirsty. So if the chat is great, the vibe is great, but then she is plain or homely, Tim's out.
Nah, like, I'm not even going to get to the chatty part if like I'm not attracted. You know what I mean?
So that's what they're saying. Like, if the chat is great, the vibe is great, but you haven't been visually stimulated, are you out?
I'm not out, but like if we're getting to that point, I'll just be blunt. Like if we're getting to the point where we're saying little sexual stuff back and forth, it works a little better for me with some type of like teasy picture. I'm not necessarily out if she doesn't send it, but like that might be a mark. I'm like, well, just because like, but I'm not the type of dude that if we're not already talking about that type of stuff, who's gonna be like, ooh, send me a picture. But like if we're already down that line, I might throw it out there. But like I will have already seen her. If she finds, she fine. So if I've already seen her and because I do know some women who like I don't ever send pictures over the internet, and I'm like respect, So that's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But
I really think it's like
she gotta be fine.
The situation you're in. Because I've sent pictures before.
Whole face?
I mean,
you sending pictures in your whole face? Did they have cameras in some of the early some of the early Polaroids?
I'm not that much more older than you.
I remember when I was early 20s, like it was we were
maybe not in 20s, but
Yeah, I'm saying early 20s.
I wasn't only whole face in 20s.
Oh, okay. I was trying to put that all in your 20s. You was like, it wasn't just my 20s.
I'll keep it real. I mean,
it was not just there was decades. No, I'm joking.
I mean,
do you remember my friends were some of the first people to bring digital cameras to the club. I remember when we turned
digital cameras to the club.
Yeah, remember when you had the little camera?
Oh, the little ones,
yeah,
like the little point shoots.
Yeah. We were the first ones to bring, because everybody else every now and then would bring the little wind up ones. And we were the first ones to bring like digital cameras. Man, I can put this on my computer tomorrow. I was like, what? And then when MySpace popped up, it was anyway. Okay, we're going down memory lane.
Reigns of Healing. How old is Tim?
43.
2 girls asked that. I mean, I don't know if Reigns of Healing is a girl or a guy, but I think girl, but I don't know. Cheryl says beauty and physical attributes fade on both sides as both sexes age. You need to have a deeper connection, but I am old, so I have a different outlook, so probably don't listen to me. Oh, I listen to you, Cheryl. You have good thoughts.
Antonella says, I never send those pictures. You don't know where they end up.
I wouldn't now, but back in the day, I'm like, oh, he wants a picture of me. Oh my gosh, he thinks I'm so cute. Let me send a couple cute pictures. And now I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Like, they could be showing their boys and stuff. Be like, oh, look at this girl.
For the record, we always show our boys.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Totally.
Like,
That's a part of the reason you want them. Like, oh, you like it, and then also like, oh, I'm gonna kill him with this one.
Yeah.
These dudes ain't got nobody like this. Women do it too, though.
Okay, Reigns of Healing is a woman. Okay, I thought so. I was like, I think it's hard because when people's screen names, you're not sure, and like, I feel like I get to know you guys, and I'm like, I think, but I could be wrong,
I get in trouble a lot. I'm like, thank you, sir. You're like,
I knew Red Riding Hood was.
I'm a woman.
Lady, yes. TJ's a lady too. Peace, love, light, 100. I have a super dark humor. Some people don't get it or vibe with me, but I think there's times where people have dark humors, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone has different types of humor.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with like different humor types. That's why there's so many different comedians.
That's true. Deborah says, Tim, would you or have you ever sent a pic to a thirsty woman? Back in the day, maybe, but I stopped doing that. I'm always scared that like I'm gonna accidentally like hit send all and is going to send it to my mom.
Oh,
that's always
gosh,
that literally
terrible.
is the reason I stopped. Because you know me, I don't care. But I was like, what if one of these days I hit send all and this picture ends up, my mom would have a heart stroke. So that's why I stopped sending pictures, because like I don't care. But yeah, I just didn't want to accidentally.
That'd be bad news.
Yeah, so I've always, and I used to be like super drunk sending pictures, and so I just disciplined myself. I'm like, Tim, you gonna never. So I just stopped sending pictures. Like, yeah, I love my mama too much.
Yeah. Redheaded Riding Hood. As a woman, I hate those pictures, and I don't want them. Same. I don't think it's the same for women. Like, we don't want that.
I've heard that from like
picture.
Every woman. It's like,
it's not an attractive picture. It's like, oh. In fact, we're critiquing it.
Exactly.
Like women will show their friends too. Like, oh, that's a bummer for him. Or like,
I feel like
he didn't manscape today. He should have put more effort in. Or
I feel like it's more likely
been in a cold shower, because like, oh, like we will put you down if you send a picture.
I feel like it's more likely to lose you an opportunity than gain you one.
Agreed.
That's what because I would hear my sisters talk, and I'm like, yeah. I've never heard them be like, oh, we was right there about to do it, and I was like, no. But I've heard them be like, he sent that picture, and I was like, mm-mm. I was like, oh, it's losing these dudes.
Yeah.
Opportunities more than gaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
That's an interesting topic. Hey, Trevor Nader. Thank you. Says thanks for everything, Tim. Hey,
Woo.
You're welcome. Super Chat Squad. That is love.
Woo.
Thank you. Thank you, Trevor
gosh.
Nader.
Gilberto said that picture thing with mom that Tim mentioned happened with my brother.
Wow.
That's terrible.
That's horrible.
Oh my gosh, that's a nightmare.
Bro.
Peace, love, light says we've all been there, Tim.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Can you imagine moms opening it up like, hey, oh
no. Heart, and I know I heard you say heart of stroke the other day, and I was like, I love that. Somebody said heart of stroke.
I was just thinking about moms opening that up. She's like, Mom still got it. And then she's like, wait a second, this is my son.
Oh no. That'd be terrible. Oh
yeah. Isabella said you got to have something to look forward to. Facts.
Ben, please don't send them. Don't ask for them. Yes, agreed.
If nothing else, we've solved the picture issue.
We have.
We know not to send.
Don't do it, man.
Fellas,
don't do it.
Don't be thirsty.
Don't be thirsty. Yeah.
Don't ask, don't send.
Yeah. Laura's Lanes. I think a time has progressed, and because of television, people have become very loose with sex more than ever and do not put that much thought into it, especially men. Sorry, but it's the truth. I mean, I think that's true. I would say, just as a woman, a dating person, I think it's so shallow. Like, you can't even get one conversation, like one texting conversation, without it like being like, so what's going on? Like, there's not two humans there. It's just like two sexual beings. And it's like, that's low-hanging fruit, bro. That's like, you can do that anytime. But to like really talk to somebody, now that's attractive. And men miss that point a lot. Because you can, I think the times when I've gone on dates where a guy kissed me on the cheek or didn't kiss me, I would go in, I told you this, I would go in the house and be like, oh my God, I wish he would have kissed me. Like, if I'm really feeling that person. There's a lot to be said for a guy holding back, because it makes you think like, why didn't he want to kiss me? Like, was something wrong with me? Like, I want him to want me. I want him to like me. And you kind of start freaking out a little bit. So men,
take notes.
Like, chill out. You're going to get more progression if you like have some restraint, I think.
I feel like men, I'll speak, like, I feel like as men, we've been like that from the beginning of time. Like, I think some of it is biology, but I also think like men are taught. I know as a young man growing up in the 90s, I want to say this without actually using the words, but I can't. So excuse me if profanity bothers you.
We don't say curse words here.
Okay, I won't say the curse words. Glad you stopped me. Growing up in like the 80s and 90s, like the prevailing music was all like, women ain't ish, but like hoes and whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know
that was,
I know that song.
You know what I mean? Like, that was what it was. So like, that's all I believe that. Even growing up in like a religious household, when it came time to like start going out and like dating, and it was just like, oh, you find girls, you have sex with them.
Yeah.
Because that's all they're good for. You know what I mean? And like, as I got older, I'm like, oh, this isn't true. And to Alice's point, you're missing out some really good women. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like men have always kind of been given that message. So it's that two piece of like, oh, we're very sexual anyway, biology. And then also like society's like, if you ain't out there just clapping cheeks on a consistent basis, you're not a man. Dudes tell me that now when I'm like, I'm not really having a ton of sex. Oh, you're a simp, you're beta, blah, blah. So I think a lot of younger dudes, especially, and even some older guys, you just think that's the way you got to be. And then you end up, alone. And you're like, well, maybe some of that behavior. Because I know I look back at my 20s and be like, man, there were some really good women that I just treated like total crap because I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she really liked me. Screw that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I think society plays a part in it. To your point, like TV and movies and things like that. As a young man, you just take that stuff in. Like you don't know anything else.
But we learn a lot over time because like when you're young, you think you have all the time and you can like meet other people and you're like, oh, whatever, like I'll just meet another great person. And as you get older, we were talking about this earlier too, is like, you think, well, this person's like great and cute, but maybe I could find somebody just a little cuter or just a little bit better. And then you get older and you're like, shoot, I haven't been on a date in like a year. Like, I should have held on to like the better person. And, you know, sometimes it'll come back to like bite you. You'll be like, oh man, I should have chilled out. You know, I think a lot of great people have been thrown to the side in hopes that you can find someone just a little bit better. And it's a sad thing.
Or you were like, oh, I'm gonna hurry up and rush to get to the sex or something else.
Yeah.
And then that person was like, well, that person only wants me for that. So they stopped looking at you as like a viable mate.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely something to be said for like discipline and restraint in life.
Yeah.
And you know, just waiting for the right time for things, I feel like.
Yeah.
I
I
think
agree. Bill says people grow up with different morals. That's true. Everyone has a different upbringing, a different thought process, you know, everything.
Yeah. But we can change.
Yeah.
Which is good, you know?
Yeah, we can mature and learn about other people's values. And circling back, like if you don't listen to people, you can't learn other value. You can't learn what other people have been brought up with. And sometimes you're like, wow, I never thought of that. Like that's a good way to think about things. But if we're shutting people down left and right because we're like, we know everything, then you can't learn anything else.
Yeah.
And you're stuck in your ways the rest of your life, you know?
As Antonella said, it's like near impossible to find someone decent when you're older. I hear people say that, but like I'm y'all know me. I believe in an abundant universe. So like I have to believe that there's good people my age and older out there. And maybe it just gets harder to connect. But I have to believe, like, I mean, there's so many different things in this world. It's you know what I mean? Like it's got to be possible to have decent people. I mean, because like I would almost feel like there's more. As we were just saying, as you get older, we mature, we grow. You know what I mean? I feel like there's got to be a lot of people who maybe weren't decent people when they were younger. As they get older,
yes.
You know, they're more decent. Now, maybe a lot of them are already taken. But I have to believe that, like, but I mean, then you look at the divorce numbers, there's more people coming on the market every day. So I have to believe that the numbers are about the same. I just think maybe as we get older, it's harder to connect because we're not at the clubs, we're not at the bars, we're not at school, we're not at college. You know, like most people only interact with like 10 people their whole life. True. You know what I mean? Like, genuine, think about it. How many people do you interact with on a regular basis? Like 8 to 10 people. You see the same people at work, the same 2 people at the coffee shop, you know? So I think it's just harder, which we talk about this a lot on this channel. Is like, where do you, as you get older, like where does someone, a 43-year-old man, go to meet a decent woman? You know what I mean? Like, and vice versa. So
I agree with Antonella. Like, in a sense, like it can feel very difficult to meet somebody when you really are seeking for somebody. But at the same time, the way I look at it is I only need one. Out of this whole world, I only need one. I'm not trying to find 10 wonderful, awesome guys. And that one is all, like, that one person is out there. It's just a matter of the 2 people finding each other. And if I stop and be like, oh, there's nobody out there, you know, there's no good people, then I'm gonna miss out.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Rhea, thank you. Super Chat Squad. That is love. Thank you, Rhea. Thank you. Number 1 fan. I see you. Thank you, Rhea. Good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back through.
Holly says, Allison is ready for the real thing. Something deep and grown, never settle. It is so worth it. Facts. That is 100% true.
We have conversations about like about the other one's partner when they meet them. You know, we like, and I feel like that's part of that speaking it into existence or whatever, talking about it as if it's when, like, I'll be like, when I see you and you're with your husband, when we go out to dinner, we'll have certain conversations. So I think that's cool too, to like, that also lets each of us know that we're serious about the just being friends thing. Yeah. Because if you low key trying to get with somebody, you're not going to talk about like, oh, when you meet your man, so-and-so, you can totally.
You'll be like, I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah. As soon as she's like, my man, I'll be like, But like, yeah, I think it's important to have that mindset. I like that. You're like, I just need one. Yeah. And there's 8 billion people on the planet. That's what I think. There's 8 billion people on the planet. And I know for me, that's one of the reasons I enjoy travel, because I'm always like, hey, I go to this city, that might be where I find her. Now, y'all know me, I just hang out in my hotel room most of the times. But you know what I mean? Like it's the universe is abundant, you know, God knows my needs. And I firmly believe, and I'll say this, I know for me, I probably got, I think I'm doing well. I'm growing. But I think when it comes to like long-term relationship, I may have a year or two left of growth. Like, you know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting very close, but there may be some things I need to do before I get there.
I think so too for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like right now I live in a van full time, and I feel like I'm always so many places that I'm not in one place to like really focus on a relationship, and that's why I'm kind of looking for a base to like not settle down like every single day of my life, but have something so I can kind of build a community and meet somebody, but also still travel. But I think like this year is more so like getting that in order so that I have a little bit of a stability factor, because I don't think it's fair to expect another person to chase me around the country. I just think that's not the right way to go into a relationship. So I would agree on the same level.
Cool.
As that.
Cool. And it's I think it's good to like get to that place where you're like, okay, I need to do some things, and then maybe I'll be 100% ready, because that also takes some of the pressure off of being like, I can't find anybody. But if you're just like, oh, I'm chilling, I need to do some things, then I'll be ready. I think that kind of relieves a little of that pressure. Emmanuel, thank you.
Woo!
Super Chat Squad in the building said, have you two thought about going to professional matchmakers? I've heard mixed things. Emmanuel, Super Chat Squad, that is love. There's your heart. If they were free, I might do it. But I just feel like I'm big on letting go, acceptance, abundance. I feel like that the blessings that are meant for me will find me. Mm-hmm. So if it ever came to me like, oh man, that's what I need to do, maybe. But as it stands now, I'm just kind of like, I'm pretty sure I'll just walk in a room one day and she'll be sitting there. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Without me having to spend a lot of money. Hopefully.
I'm too frugal. I'm not going to pay. Like what God has for me, I can't miss. It's going to happen. Like God is my matchmaker.
That's good. That's good. That's a t-shirt.
A t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt. God's my matchmaker. Get the merch. Linda coming through. Super Chat Squad. Super Chat Train. Thank you. Linda Ellis for the continued support. Said I so needed this conversation. I feel like we did too. Yeah. So thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Bill coming through with the $9.99. Woo! Let's get a situation going here.
I'm curious to see what you pick. This is kind of fun, actually. Okay, I might low key steal that.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kindly. Thank you.
Just Rowan said I'd buy that shirt.
Yay.
By the way, just Rowan, I want to say shout out. I've been seeing your comments. That was the first one I read, but I've been seeing you putting in the work. Thank you. By the way, I'm impressed with your DJ skills.
Listen, I've been doing this since the beginning, so
I feel like you ever DJ?
It's a skill that I
picked up.
I picked up, in my whole face. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Gotta hook them in somehow. Jamar says sometimes our match can be sitting right in front of us.
Thanks.
I knew you were gonna do something like that. Oh man, those people are like,
Like these fools are lying.
wait. Mm-hmm. Nicole said, I'm ever ready for a situationship.
Oh.
Okay. Single life is fun. Let's go. Okay.
Impulsive. Let's go.
Okay. Priya says, have you two argued yet? No? Like, what would we argue?
No.
There's really nothing to argue about.
No. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
We actually had this like a really very quick talk because we never talked about like living situation for the 30 days.
Oh, yeah.
So we never even brought it up. Like my friends were like, did you talk about like how you guys interact like in a space together? I was like what? It's just like, so we talked like, do you like the temperature cold or hot? Like, are you a messy person? Or like, I don't even know, just basic things. Like, I don't know. That was pretty much kind of it.
We almost were like looking for things to ask. And it was like, I just figured she'd be
We're
cool
both so calm and chill. So I don't know. It's just pretty basic over here. Like we're both very chill people.
Yeah. And it's been fine.
Yeah,
like
no problems.
I feel like the worst thing is I got like 4 dishes in the sink I haven't washed.
And I don't care about that. So
So yeah,
we'll be like if there's dishes or if I leave some dishes, I'll be like, I'll get it tomorrow or same, and I'll be like, it's no big deal.
It's been pretty chill.
So
another manual coming through. Since we have 2 manuals on the chat. Okay.
It.
Super Chat Squad. That's the Canadian cash. That's the international Super Chat Squad in the building. Manual. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Bill's coming through with another $4.99 and wants to know, is Tim a Christian?
I'm gonna let you do the sound effect.
Wait, where'd it go?
Rocky.
Oh, it just hold on. I gotta.
Your app froze?
My app froze. It's magical.
Okay. Bill, I consider myself a spiritual person, not a religious person, so I wouldn't classify myself as a Christian, no. But I definitely believe in God. And I have a very close relationship with God. I feel probably the closest I've had in my life. So yes, I do believe in God, but I wouldn't label myself a Christian, no.
Peace, Love, Light 100 says, girl, we all picked up skills in our whole phase. Listen, girls, we do. We pick up all kinds of things. And I guess that's a bad thing to say. We pick up all kinds of things. That can go real bad.
I don't think it can get any worse than you openly admitting several whole phases.
Listen, it's a real thing.
But props to you for getting on here and saying that, by the way.
It's real life. Redheaded Riding Hood, thank you so much for the $10. She says, yes, Allison, God is my matchmaker too. Let's keep praying for each other. Amen. I love it. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The cash register. I might steal
it's a blessing.
Emmanuel says E/A Manuel stand up.
Oh,
hey, Super Chat Squad. Thank you. Emmanuel, we in here. The manuals of shoutout.
Yes.
Super Chat Squad. Thank you.
Jack A says, I think once a female passes menopause, you don't have all that raw sexual desire. You are more looking for a friend. I noticed that in older nomad couples. Interesting.
Do you feel like you still have raw?
Yes. Listen, I think I said it on either a live stream or a video. My husband doesn't have anything to worry about. Listen, I know where I stand in my life now. Like, I'm good with being abstinent, but I'm still,
okay, all right.
I'm still ready to hoe out for my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's another shirt.
Hoeing out for my husband.
Ready to hoe out for my husband.
Listen, it's a real thing. Like, yes, I haven't lost the desire, but I have lost the desire for unfulfilling relationships. I have no desire for situationships. I have no desire for entanglements. I have no desire for, let me just give that one a try. I've had that, and it's always ends up feeling very unfulfilling. Like, I want that person to stay, or I want to have that every time. I don't want to have to keep looking for that in a person. I don't want that. But yes, I still have desires.
Raw desire.
Yes, I'm still, amen.
Corey, coming. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. That is love. It's a good job. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. Appreciate that for the continued support. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you answer that real quick. Just Rowan said she'd buy that shirt too. You need to hop on spring.com.
I need to start making these t-shirts. Yeah, Jesus is a relationship as well. So yeah, you can have a relationship with the Lord.
Jess says, when I worked at a retirement home in college, the oldies were still getting it popping. Actually,
I've
heard that there's more STDs are more rampant in old folks' homes than anywhere else because they just don't care anymore.
They're like, whatever.
And when you already 80 and already got all these aches and pains going on, a little gonorrhea ain't slowing you down. You know what I mean? You still getting to that. And they got the pharmacy right there.
Yeah.
That might be a little graphic.
I mean, it's real.
I heard.
So Laura's Lane says, me and Tim have something in common. I feel the same way about God. I'm not religious, but very spiritual and have a close relationship with God. Cheryl says, hoeing for my husband. Now that's a t-shirt.
You should do that. What would the picture on that be?
Oh, Tammy, she sent a cash app for $25. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy's like a major supporter of the channel. Like she just comes through like every time. It's just a blessing. So
Shout out to Tammy.
she gets a hallelujah. Thank you, Tammy. And then Grant's coming right behind, and Grant has his own sound. Grant is our moderator, and he has the sound. He has his own sound.
Oh, respect. Respect. Okay.
Thank you, Grant. You don't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Angela, before you even ask, no.
What?
She's gonna be like, I want that sound.
She's like, I get that.
Angela's like, I want the sound. I'm gonna have to get some sound. I'm gonna have to get some sounds now. Now, when I get the sounds, can't nobody say I'm biting off of Travel Snacks.
You have to give me credit. 3 live streams, and then after that, you can own it.
3?
Would you have known about it? Okay,
two live streams. I'll give you credit.
The first 2 live streams you use these, you'd be like, I learned this from my friend Travel Snacks.
I'll learn this from. Okay, I will.
Okay,
I will. Very, very, very softly.
Shake on that. No hugs though.
No, we can't.
Too close.
You held that handshake a little too long.
You lingered.
I feel. Like. Oh man. Okay, cool.
Laura's Lanes. I never want a situationship again. Facts. Yeah.
I could see like I said, since I feel like I got some work needs to be done before I'm ready for the one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 1 a year or something. You know, just to keep the skills up. I could see that. But I also could see the next one I'm in being like, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could see it being like one of those things where I'm like, yeah, you know what, this isn't anything. You know, like I feel like sometimes in life you have to get to the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you have to have that last situationship or whatever that you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So until you're there, you're not there. But like I could see another 1 or possibly 2, and I'm like, nah, I don't even care at all no more. I really don't care now. Yeah. But there's still the thought.
Yeah.
So I can see getting and being like, you know, I don't need whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Travel Snacks. What?
Yeah.
Travel Snacks and Tim sounds like a whole new channel in itself. Okay. What will we talk about?
I don't know. Stuff like this, I guess. Bill coming through with another $4.99. Allison is looking for someone equally yoked. Any man would be lucky to wait for marriage with you. Oh, that's sweet. I'm going to give you another shout. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, now syphilis and gonorrhea are antibiotic resistant. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's
either.
Bad news.
Well, we are out the game.
Whoa.
Daddy, they didn't even send us that memo.
Tim, have you ever been married or have kids? Reigns of Healing asks.
Never been married. Hashtag child free. So no kids.
Let's see.
Just Rowan says, I don't want to get married, but I would like a lifetime companion. Don't have the energy for casual stuff so much these days. And yes, if the STDs are morphing into mega, that is crazy. Wow, that is crazy. I feel so sorry for the kids these days.
Honestly,
they can't even learn the hard way. Like they gotta.
I think it's way rougher now with the kids.
Oh, totally. I feel so bad for the kids these days. Yeah,
I really do. Like, yeah, there's so much like trash out in the world.
Yeah. Even the pandemic, like I felt so bad for my friends who were 20s or whatever. I'm like, damn, that's a whole chunk of a couple, 3-4 years of their life that should have been carefree, and they have to go through this. Like, yeah, that was one of my big. I was like, damn, that's like, yeah, I feel bad for the kids. But it all works out.
Heather says, hi from La Quinta, California. I used to live in La Quinta. Welcome, Heather. That's awesome. I used to live there. It's in the desert, California desert.
Oh, I thought La Quinta was a hotel.
I mean, it is. But it's also a city.
Also a city.
Yeah.
Is it as boring as it sounds?
No. It's the desert, so.
You had a lot of fun in La Quinta?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
But I used to live in La Quinta Cove, so Heather will probably know where that is.
Ooh, Raina says Tim seems like he'd be a great husband and dad. I like to think
I think so.
I would be a great, life partner, possibly husband if I went that route. I think I would try. I don't want kids. I think I would try to be a good dad, but I would probably fail miserably because like I would try my best, but I probably would never be dad of the year because I would, and the kid would know I didn't want kids.
They're like, oh.
I'm like, I love you, but daddy didn't want you. Daddy liked to have his whole paycheck. So I don't know if I'd be a good father, but I like to think I would be a good companion.
I think you would.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We talked about this with kids. Like, I would not date anybody with little kids.
Define little. Like what age you're talking?
Well, I think maybe the most I would do is if they had kids that were like a junior in high school, like getting close to getting out, like on their own. And those kids, they're teenagers and they could probably like, take care of themselves, like feed themselves dinner or like, I don't know, get themselves ready and stuff, have their own friends. But if they have little kids like in like middle school or below, no. Those kids have all kinds of activities. I'm not even into it. I don't want have nothing to do with like soccer games and prom stuff and like them learning how to drive and just like parent teacher conference. I don't want to do none of that.
Oh.
I'm over it. I don't want that. So if they have little kids, it's just an immediate. I don't date that person.
Same. And when we had this conversation, I was saying that like I don't want to date someone with kids simply because like I don't have any, and like that's something they're bringing. That's some, I don't want to call kids baggage, but that's some baggage they're bringing to a relationship. That like I don't have anything equivalent, so like it's gonna throw the balance off because like she's always gonna have to like be dealing with all that, and I'm just gonna be over here like, So I'm like, it just doesn't seem fair. And I've done it like every relationship. They always had kids, and I'm like, you know what? This time around, I just don't want that. Now, fortunately, I'm older, so like, yeah, if our kids are grown, that's fine. If I ain't gotta see them, except at like the holidays. And no, I'm saying if our kids are grown, it's cool. Yeah. But like, yeah, if they're little and they, I just don't think that would, for the love I'm trying to have and the relationship I'm trying to have, that would kind of, I feel like be an issue for me.
Yeah. April says, what was each of your longest relationship?
Mine was like 4 years. That's it. Yeah.
I think I was like 9 years. That was my boy's dad. We were married, so that was the longest. So.
No, respect.
Long time though.
I'm open to try a long term one when the right one comes through.
Let's see.
I feel like there's a comment I saw.
Ricky says, "No, I'm not here to play daddy."
What's the biggest reason I chose to be child free? I honestly just don't want the responsibility. Like, I like keeping all my money. I don't want the responsibility, and I like just doing what I want to do. Like, it's interesting to me that even in this day and age, people just assume that you're gonna have kids, and it's like weird when you say you don't. I'm surprised more people aren't like child free. Like I feel like I said, parenthood is something that I think some people really want and would be great at. I think there's a lot of people too who don't really want to be parents, so yeah, I just don't, I never really saw the point. Like what am I getting out of it that I have to have? Like, I'd understand like love and all that, but I'm like, if I don't feel like I need that, then why do I have to have kids? So yeah.
Yeah. Peace, Love, Light says, I can see you two having a morning talk show on YouTube like Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan did. We all love your guys' dynamic, good chemistry, humor, and entertaining. Chat, am I lying? That's awesome. It'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Courtney's like, I'm not playing mommy either. I feel it. I don't want to be someone else's mom either. Like if a guy has kids, I don't want to be like their little stepmom.
And then
I've been there before.
You got to deal with baby mama.
No, I don't want that.
She like, who this?
No. No.
Who this? She live in a van?
Yeah, right. She's like, oh no, she's trash. That would be facts. Somebody said something funny.
What? See, that's rude. It says, you pointed. Do you want me to read it?
Oh, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
I'm not. I'm not reading. Okay, I'll read it because we already mentioned it. Somebody who's about to get blocked said Tim doesn't find her attractive enough for being the one. Sorry for being blunt. That has nothing to do with it. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. I think Allison is a very beautiful woman. I'm not gonna. Anyway. I'm not.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I really do. And like, we're gonna keep it respectful. I would have never read that. She pointed to it, so I said it.
I thought it was funny
because she thought it was funny. But like,
we earlier already said, like,
yeah, it's not an attraction, a lack of attraction thing, not at all. So, bro, like, we not. Yeah. Thank you, Angela, for.
It's literally our not even values, because we'll have good value. It's like, when you know what you want to have the thing that you're going to want and need in a solid relationship.
Yes.
And that's it. That's really all it comes down to, like, that's it.
I just feel like,
and that's okay.
I feel like a lot of people, I think, and not to toot our own horn, but I think but I feel like a lot of people may not just have like the discipline or the maturity to be able to be like, oh, I find this person attractive.
Yeah.
They find me attractive, but it's not the move.
Right.
And it just not be the move. I just think a lot of people would just be over there like, well, It's like, it doesn't have to be that way.
No. I mean, I've been in that situation where it's like, well, I know he's not the one, but maybe I'll like just give it a try anyways, lying to myself. Like, well, he could be, or maybe I can change him or whatever. It's a bad move. Don't ever do that, because you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah. Jess says, y'all both some snacks. Hey. Maybe work on our dancing.
Oh, El Apple Dumpling says, Rancho Mirage calling. This is next to La Quinta. Rancho Mirage is another city next to La Quinta. This is like bringing me back, like, I grew up in the desert, so.
It sounds like you grew up in the
desert,
in the ghetto. These names.
It's not ghetto. It's not. Rancho Mirage is nice.
These names.
That's like got golf courses and whatnot. Shoot.
These names sound rough.
You got the river. They got like the river where you do all like shopping in the movie theater.
You shop in the river?
It's called the river. It's like they got like Cheesecake Factory, and they have P.F. Chang's and like all the like little outdoor malls.
You grew up rich, is what you're saying?
No, it's just a place for you to go and they just hang out. It's nice.
Whole face?
No, it's just like a nice place to hang.
Mm-hmm. I'm learning.
Yeah.
The name just sound a little rough. If I saw it on a map, I'd be like, ooh, David says you have the cute librarian look. Okay.
Oh, well, this is because I have to read, It's not even I'm trying, but let's see. Wow, Redhead Riding Hood. I got called trailer trash because I lived in my RV for a year by my brother's new girlfriend. That's rude. Wow, Bill coming through again with a $4.99. Tim is hoping Allison goes for it. Allison ain't trying to give it up like that. No, that's not that. I'm not like, I'll give you a shout, but that's not it. We'll just do. That's a rewind. That's a rewind.
The hate is real. I ain't mad at you though, Bill. I'm not mad at you. I would expect you to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
It's not. Yeah. Let's see.
No, just Ron said, I'm excited for this. I got to download some sounds. Man, see, it's work hanging out with you. I'm going to my app. Okay.
Ricky says, Allison, are shy men more trustworthy than a cocky guy? I don't even know if it's more trustworthy. It's just a gross vibe if a guy's cocky. Confidence is attractive. Cockiness and arrogance is like the biggest turnoff. I've dated, like, I don't even want to say dated, like gone on a date with like a super extremely good looking dude. And he was just so arrogant. And I'm like, I think you are like, your looks just went down like 10 points, because arrogance is so ugly. Like when a person is so like, I don't know, cocky to the point of they just are almost like try to act like they're on another level. It's just a turnoff all the way. I don't care how good looking you are traditionally. No, I don't want that. That's not.
Did you go out with him again?
No. I was like turned off all the way. I was like, ew. Reverend RV says, do both of you think that if you began a relationship that it would or wouldn't work? So why try? an interesting question.
I mean, I think that, like you said, like the things, the values, not whatever word, values, beliefs, whatever, is different. So like,
I don't think we even need to try because we
Yeah.
had the 5-minute conversation that said, you know, like we care about each other as friends.
yeah,
We know what each other wants. Like, I wouldn't want him to feel pressured to be that guy, the Christian guy that I want. I wouldn't want him to have to feel that. I wouldn't want to have to like hope that he would be that person. And I'm sure you wouldn't want to be making me feel like settling or not even
Yeah,
settling, just like we're not on the same page.
and I feel like, not to cut you off,
Yeah, go
I feel like we already have something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so there's like, I think that's part of it too. Like, people always seem like you have to go to the next level,
Right.
and I just, it's okay to like just be friends with an amazing person.
Yeah.
And you just be friends with them. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need to like take it further if you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not. So yeah, I mean, why even try it if you know that's not what's going to work? You know?
And also, like we had this little funny conversation about like, I can't wait till like we're both in relationships and we can both, you know, invite each other over and have double dates and stuff like that. Like, I want to see my friend happy, you know? So it's like, it makes me like, it's not a selfish thing. Like, oh, he's a great guy. Like, I should probably like, just, you know, get over myself or like settle for whatever. It's like, I want him to genuinely be with somebody he genuinely wants to be with. And that's what friendship is. I think it's like just really wanting that person to have the best of their world.
Yes.
That's
yes.
it, really.
Yeah.
Also, Blink 77 coming through with the $49.99 happy snacking. That's a lot of snacks. That's a lot of snacks, bro. Listen, that's Carrabba's. Like, listen, if I lose that bet,
dang it, y'all not.
I'm gonna say a little hallelujah to Blink 77. I'm gonna be like, listen,
y'all not supposed to be funding her Carrabba's. That's supposed to hurt.
Listen,
when she has to pay for that Carrabba's, it's supposed to hurt. Y'all have made it easy for her.
Let's give it.
Yes. What was that weird yes one? Yes. That's never mind. That's
it's like a yes, like a Napoleon Dynamite. I know what you got a dirty mind.
I do not. I'm not.
Thank you, Blink 77. That is a blessing. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. That will be a lot of good snacking. Thank you. Let's see. Peace, Love, Light 100 says, also love After Dark shows and videos, meaning some channels I watch have PG rated subjects during the day, but also adult subjects discussed with the label After Dark. Example, MJ Harris. So that's funny. We were talking, I think we talked about this. So about, Grant will know, like about a year ago or a year and a half ago, I tried doing late night snack on my channel. I think I told you.
You did. I was going with the story.
Oh, you were like gonna pretend?
Yes.
Like,
and you called me out. You called me out. I'm
Listen,
trying to.
We keep it real here.
I
tried a late night snack where I would talk about like I'd read on Reddit stories about dating, like dating gone wrong, like stories, and I would even cuss and stuff and like get in, like read the real thing, like on the channel, you know. But then it just didn't feel right. I was just like, I don't know that. Like, I do cuss sometimes in real life.
It wasn't on brand.
It wasn't on brand. It wasn't even like a brand thing. It was just like, I don't know. Travel snacks is just more, I don't know. I just wanted to keep it travel snacks and just whatever. I tried it. I didn't love it. So
Angela said, I've been trying to have Tim do a Tim After Dark segment. It would have to be like another channel. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I'm even going to tone down some of the stories I tell in here. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels, I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
I can see the appeal. I can see the appeal.
Yeah. I like if I did that, I'd maybe do a different channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, because some people don't want that. They might stumble across it and
they're like, oh.
She did what?
She said what?
How? Who?
Hippie chick. I appreciate that comment. What you two have is enough. I appreciate that. I like that.
It's Bellamson. I'm coming to see Tim After Dark. Sign me up. Oh! Might have to be a different channel.
Whoa.
I can just never mind. I can imagine some of the shows.
Let's see.
M. Scott, appreciate you saying that. Said I can't imagine how you're going to top this when your stream is on fire. Facts. We're in here.
Redheaded Riding Hood says, Tim, it's going to hurt you. Go Eagles.
Wait. I'm trying to get a sound to play. It won't play.
That's because you know you're wrong for that sound. I'll help you. I think it's down there.
Where?
I think it played.
Oh. What kind of ghetto?
I
tried to download.
You got the ghetto.
I tried to download a sound and it won't even play.
You got the ghetto sounds.
What?
Wow.
I tried to.
Is your sound up on the side?
Yeah.
But you know how like it's the switch. Well, iPhone.
Oh, you're right. I got my sound.
Wow. Tech support over
now
here.
it's a.
That's a cheap. That's a cheap app. That's a cheap app.
Never mind. Yeah, that's cheap.
Wow, you
that's
failed.
cheap.
You
Sorry.
Reigns
Go
of Healing-
Chiefs.
No. Reigns of Healing says, who's a morning person and who's a night person?
I'm kind of morning, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're both morning people.
Oh, here's the one you got, I think.
Don't. Okay.
What? No, I can't get the one you got?
I guess. Go ahead.
No, I don't even want it. I don't even want.
Wow, it's just stealing.
I don't
this
even want.
point.
No, that's the one. It's the same one.
Yeah, I paid for it.
Or is that?
It's like
Which
$1.
one? It's the same. What's the difference?
It's this one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get this one. This one looks better anyway.
Good for you.
Cool.
Vibrational frequency 888 says, "Y'all about to make me pee my pants."
Is that a segment for the Tim After Dark? Sorry. Sorry. David asked a couple times what I think about the Passport Bros movement. Where men find wives overseas.
Oh.
I said earlier, there's 8 billion people on the planet. Your blessings are your blessings. Where you get them, you know what I mean? I was actually having a discussion with a friend of mine the other day, and I do think that sometimes the mate you're looking for, and maybe the values or beliefs or whatever they have, you might be able to find easier in another country. You know, so why limit yourself? If you got your passport and you're looking for love and you can't find it, you know, where you're at, go somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm all for it. Go fish in the ponds where you get the most bites. That's always been one of my mottos when it comes to dating. So like, if you feel like women somewhere else or men somewhere else might be more attractive to you or more in line with what you're looking for, go. Like, there's no law that says like you have to date in America. You know what I mean? So like, I say go. Like, I'm all for it.
Cheryl says, "I love you, Tim, but I will never want my girl to hurt. My girl gonna be eating a great Italian meal, but I want you to enjoy a meal too." Thank you, Cheryl.
Y'all.
I appreciate that.
Okay, I think I got one. These are lame. Confused dog. Oh, that's okay. All right, cool.
Are you gonna play it?
When someone do the Allison. That's not good.
I'm gonna get that sound effect too.
No, it's. They call the cops. What's going on? Okay.
I'll be in my van sometimes, and I'll be playing my sounds, and people will be like in a parking lot. I'm doing a live stream, and people will be like, "What's the sounds coming from that van?" Because they're hearing the sounds coming. Like I have my windows popped.
You need to turn. You're gonna get the knock.
People are gonna be like, "What's going on in that van?"
You're gonna get the knock.
Oh, Emmanuel coming through with the $5. It's fun to hop between channels. LOL. Serious question. How does alcohol impact dating if you choose not to be a drinker? But first, let me give you your shout out. Let's see. Ooh, I like that one.
Skills.
Ow. How does alcohol impact dating if you choose not to be a drinker? Well, I don't drink, so for me, if you're asking me personally, I would date a drinker if they are a social drinker. I wouldn't date them if they want to drink all the time, or that's their personality is like, I need to have a drink every day after work, or I want to go out with my friends a lot and I want to drink, because I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy going out for drinks. I don't enjoy like happy hour vibes. Happy hour has some like good appetizers, but I don't want that to be my life, to be like, we got to go to happy hour all the time.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy drinking. It's not my vibe. I don't care if somebody drinks. It doesn't bother me, but I don't want to be with someone that's got to drink for their fun.
Same. Since I'm sober, like I don't care if she drinks, but like if it's a problem, you know what I mean. Like I'm gonna be totally honest because people have asked me this before. It would honestly be fun for me if every once in a while at like a New Year's Eve party she got wasted. You know what I mean? Like it was just because I come from, you know what I mean. So like I would not care if she drank and every now and then had fun. You know what I mean? Like that's not a deal breaker. But to Allison's point, if it was like an issue, and I would know what it looked like coming from that, yeah, I don't think that would mesh. But like, yeah, if she likes to drink, I don't care. Like, that's not one of my no's. Cigarette smoking would probably
Cigarettes is a no.
Is a no. And weed, I probably would be.
It's a no.
It would depend on. That would have to be very sparing. Like.
Well, let me put it this way: like, if a person wanted to do a little, like once a year, I'm not going to be like, you're the worst person in the world. I'm not going to be worried about it. But if they're like, I got to do it to relax after work.
Yeah.
It's a no way.
Every day.
It's a no way for me.
Yeah. Just Rowan. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. That is love. That is love. Say, can you do the screen one again? Yes, I can. On the better sounding app.
And now it just.
That was frozen.
No, it doesn't work. Oh. I'm getting that one too.
This is actually fun. This fun. This doesn't beat this one.
That's funny. I love that.
Thank you, Just Rowan.
Let's see. Let's see. What's a big pet peeve for both of you? Like maybe in dating?
I don't know. Like
I haven't been with someone so long. I'm like, God, I know there's plenty, but like
what didn't I mean like lying would be. I don't know.
Lying is 100%.
Lying is
no.
Yeah. You have to like if there's no honesty, then what's the point? So lying is
worse than a pet peeve though. That's just like a literal no.
Deal breaker, nothing. Yeah, like so. Yeah, I don't know what a pet peeve would be. It's been so long. Like her putting her stuff on my side of the fridge. That might be a pet peeve.
Yes, bro. Like
I'm big on the fridge.
I'm gonna show this in the
in
condo tour. When we got here, he's like, "Do you mind if we like put our stuff like down the like mine's on the right side and his is on the left side?" And I was like, "I'm okay with it."
And
like,
never shall the twain meet.
Even in the freezer, like
OCD.
I put mine in the door. I hope you didn't.
I didn't notice it.
And like our snacks are in two separate cabinets, so
it's easier that way.
I'm okay with it.
Just Rowan, coming through again. Thank you. Super Chat Squad said, love the stream and love you both. Hey, thank you. Love you too. I appreciate that. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I got a special one for you. Let me see. Nope, this is more like it. That's why I don't want kids.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want kids.
Oh, Russ coming through with the $1.99. Let's
step your game up.
I like this one. And Russ says, fish in the pond where you get the bites. Great.
That was good. Oh, Isbellum said, what if they eat loudly or pass gas under the blanket? That's why, and we had this discussion. Y'all let me know what you think about this. I want separate bedrooms. Now I would do one bedroom, if that's all. But like if we was at a place, financially where we could have separate bedrooms or separate places, and she was cool with that, that solves all that type of. She snores. She's giving me the Dutch oven. That's where they fart and then put the covers. Any of that type stuff. I sleep in my bed. She sleeps in her bed. We can come together when we want to, Netflix and chill or whatever. But yeah, I would like separate bedrooms. That way, I'm not disturbing her. She's not putting her cold feet on my knees, like whatever. Like, yeah, I'm with separate bedrooms. Is that crazy? Sounds crazy. People probably be like, "You're crazy." But eating loud, I don't know. Like, I don't think I would really. I don't know. I feel like maybe some of those things come after years of together. You're like, dang, she chews so loud. But like, I don't know. What do you say?
I mean, I like to sleep in the bed with my partner because I'm a touchy-feely person, but I wouldn't mind occasionally if that person was just like, hey, I just want to like, get a good night's sleep or whatever and not be like all cuddled up. But yeah, I don't know, but I don't think I'd want them to have like a separate room. Maybe like if there's a guest room or something, but I don't know. Like, I don't even know if you could call it a pet peeve, but snoring. Like I can't do the snoring. Like they'd have to get some kind of mouth guard or like those little nose strips or like I'm such a light sleeper. I can't do the snoring. That's a pet peeve. That's like you gotta have to work it out.
Would you make him go sleep on the couch like he's snoring before he gets his little?
If he didn't want to do anything else, we're not sleeping in the same bed. Like I won't be able to sleep. So that's gonna be a bad time for all of us.
Carol said, "Isn't that why you have the third bedroom?"
Well, there's not a third person.
Yeah, no.
Sleepovers would be so fun. Redheaded Riding Hood said, "That's interesting. Separate bedrooms."
Yeah, I gotta have somewhere to go, get away, watch the WNBA. You know what I mean? I'm just such an introvert. Like I need somewhere where I can just go, close the door, do me, and I'm pretty sure whoever I end up getting with will kind of be the same. And she'll be like, "I'm about to go to my room. Don't text me if you need something." You know what I mean? Like that type of vibe. Because I just kind of need my space. I've
actually heard of a couple people that I know that were like that too. Like, I'd be fine with separate bedrooms. I'd be fine with 2 separate apartments, which I'm not okay with that. But I know there's people that are like, I like my own space. I'm okay with, just hanging out and then going separate. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely need my own bathroom. I just don't do the potpourri and the shells and the.
But not all women are doing
matching towels, and
I don't care about
I'll
that.
mess a towel set up.
Yeah.
I would like a own bedroom, own bathroom, just because then I don't have to. It would be more like I could be the sloth. I could be, you know what I mean? I don't have to clean the bathroom as much if it's just me.
Yeah.
I would feel weird having a woman have to use the same bathroom as me consistently.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I'd like to have my own bathroom. If, it's not a deal breaker, but it'd be kind of cool to do that. Bill coming through with the $1.99. That place is the living room.
What?
I guess the place is.
Oh, for me to do my no. I need to be able when Sophie and them is on, when the WNBA is on, I need, because I'm gonna be throwing stuff, I'm gonna be breaking stuff. Like I need it to be my own space to I need a man cave, but why not? It'll just be my room.
Yeah, like a she shed or a man cave.
Yeah, but it'll just be my room.
Yeah, Tim needs his WNBA time.
I do. May 19th? They're back. There's been a lot of shakeups, free agency. We won't go into that. But don't call my phone.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah. I love it. Reverend RV, first commandment, thou shalt have no God before me, means that thou shalt have God. Since Jesus is God, you are commanded to have Jesus as your Lord. There is no other name by which to be saved. Hallelujah. That's my beliefs too, but that's what we talk about on this channel.
Respect.
Amen. I'm not mad at that.
Have a nice day. Said, honestly, almost all of my male friendships disappear when sex was completely off the table.
Yeah.
It's actually a good thing to get rid of people who aren't actually friends. Facts. I agree.
That's been my experience.
I agree.
Like, I had the illusion that we were friends, but and they would be supportive of we talk on the phone all the time and stuff, but when we would get together in person and they'd be trying to make a little moves and I'd be like, no, I just felt like they're really not my friend.
Yeah.
Because they're really just in it waiting for me to have a vulnerable moment. And I didn't like that feeling. That felt really bad.
Yeah, it's a good barometer. Yeah, just hey, ain't no sex happening. See who keeps calling.
Yeah. Sharon says, my husband and I have separate bedrooms and bathrooms and have been married for 32 years. He's an early riser and I'm a night owl. That's a perfect, you got to get your sleep. Barb says, my hubby was sick last week and slept in the spare bedroom, and it was nice having the bedroom myself. Got to figure out something permanent. Barb's on it. Barb's like, listen, I don't know. We got to figure this out. And sorry to hear your husband was sick.
I feel like we've opened up a door here.
Yeah, it's
a lot of people
Grant, me and Jackie have had separate bedrooms for like 15 years. There's a thing. It's a thing.
I'm telling you.
You don't like, yeah, it's like if you get to the point where you've been together so long and you're like, you love me? Yeah. You love me? Yeah. And it's like no one's losing out on love because they're getting a good night's sleep. In fact, it's probably
probably gonna make it better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be excited to see you in the morning. Oh, hey, how'd you sleep? What's up? Like, as opposed to like rolling over and be like all night long with the tossing and turning.
Yeah. Ricky wants to know, do you like receiving gifts?
Me?
Both of us, I guess.
Actually, no. I don't like gifts because A, I'm a minimalist, so I don't have a lot of possessions. B, nobody knows what to give me. And then it always ends up being awkward because I never like what people get me. Like every now and then someone will get me something. Oh, like I just don't like stuff. So I prefer like I do with my friends. We'll go out to eat and I'll pay this time, you pay that time, or like, or if it's something I know they really want, I might, pitch in, or, you know what I mean? But like, I'm not very comfortable receiving gifts. And so I also don't give a lot of gifts. It's just like, it might be like money. That's about it.
My love language is not gifts. Like, I don't care about receiving gifts. I think if it's a genuinely like thoughtful gift, like a handwritten little card, or, like one flower, or like something sweet, I think that's nice. I like those kinds of gifts, but I don't like when people like buy elaborate gifts. I don't like to receive that. I don't know. I'm just not into it that much. But I think if it's a thoughtful gift, I like it. If they went out of their way to think about what I like, maybe. But I don't know. I don't care about gifts that much.
If it's something that like is short-lived and then I can throw it away. You know what I mean?
Or like concert tickets, or like something we can do together.
Yeah.
I like those kinds of gifts. Like, like, oh, I know you want to see this person. Let's go to a concert together. I got these tickets for us,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Anything I have to like hold on to, I'm kind of like, because I throw most of my stuff away. So
peace, love, light. I like Visa gift cards and cash.
Facts.
I mean, listen, that's a great gift. And a meal is a good gift. Redhead Riding Hood. A meal is a good gift for me.
Be prepared to give me a gift of Carrabba's next week.
I'm not prepared for that.
That's a good gift.
Reigns of Healing says, what kind of music do you both listen to, and what's your favorite band, group, or singer?
I don't do favorites, but I will say Blink-182 got me through some tough times. Yeah. And they got a new song out, came out like 3 or 4 months ago. I Lie to You Not. It's called Edging. Blink-182. I Lie to You Not, hearing them, because all the 3 original back on the track. Wow. And just hearing that sound that I heard in like the 2000s. I literally was in my room dancing around, and I literally had one of those "you can take me right now" moments. Like legit, I was like, if I died right now, I would be fine. Like they had broke up for a while. I was like, if I die right now, I would be fine, because I was so just like moved. I actually heard it in the truck the other day when I was in Florida visiting family. Wow. Same kind of vibe. Just that it just takes me back to like, you ever read a song that like took you somewhere and you were like, this is like the best. So Blink-182 does that for me. And Drake is also on the list of musicians that I think are amazing. So how about you?
I listen to mostly gospel music. If anybody who listens to gospel music, my favorite singer is Tasha Cobbs Leonard. She got married. And Travis Green. If I'm listening to secular music, which I don't do as much anymore, it's Drake or Chris Brown. And I know people have feelings about Chris Brown. But listen, I love a good Chris Brown song. But I listen to like mostly gospel, which I like it. I think it just makes me feel happy. Also, Reverend Arby says, get him a gift card at Dollar General.
Do they sell Dollar General gift cards?
Yeah, probably do. I think they do.
Bro, if somebody gave me a Dollar General gift card, I would be like, it'd be like $5 too, probably. I'd be like,
it's about to happen before we leave this establishment.
I would be like, bro, thank you, but no, thank you. Yeah, I love me some Blink-182.
Redhead Riding Hood. No, Tim, you be prepared. Go Eagles.
I'm if I have to pay, I'm gonna reschedule my flight. And
you're like, I can't go. I'm sorry.
Hashtag only flight.
That's petty. Corey Cummins says, I love Blink-182.
How are you stealing my people?
Listen,
I'm loving the people swapping chats. That's pretty cool.
This is how it is.
That's pretty cool. No one does this. This is new.
Yeah.
Nobody does it. Simultaneous live stream.
This is what we be talking about, like just at the condo. We talk about stuff like this, like creative things that we can do to like encourage people. That's also Mo. I see you. Tasha Cobbs is fire. Facts.
I like a gospel singer. Her name's Lauren something. I will send out an army to find. It's a good
Laura
song.
Daigle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I like her. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the homie.
Yeah, Tasha Cobbs is fire. Tasha Cobbs is hands down.
Well, I love how you just went right over
I'm sorry. I
what I said.
like if
right.
you listen to her, you would just feel the spirit of God just flow through you. It's just
Okay.
Laura Daigle, yes.
I do my
Great too.
research. I'm gonna listen to her.
A Peace, Love, Light, Snow the Product, Jesse Reyes, Ali, and A Little Country is getting me through this chapter of my life.
I love Snow the Product.
And Redheaded right here says, I love Switchfoot and Need to Breathe. I don't know who any of those people are. Lori Madden, listen to Earth to God. It will bring you to tears. Shows exactly what's going on in our world right now. Ooh, that sounds good. Redheaded right says Christian rock. And Raise the Healing says love gospel. Zach Williams is good. I can only imagine. I like that song.
Oh, give us some. Give us some.
No, that's all you get. That's all you get. Redheaded writing him. No way, Tim. I went to hear her at Red Rocks, and that is my favorite song of hers.
That's a good song. I actually, when I was here, Myrtle,
Also, Red Rocks. That would have been.
I was just there.
I never got to go.
I didn't go to a concert. I just walked up the. I don't do concerts.
I wanted to go, but I didn't get over there.
Last year when I was here, I was walking up and down the beach, and that was on my playlist. Yeah, that's a good song.
That's awesome.
Hank Williams Sr. is the GOAT. Hey, I love me some Hank Sr., Jr., and Hank 3. If you ain't heard Hank 3, Mississippi Mud. Yeah, I love all the Hank Williams. Like you gotta to really understand America, you gotta listen to a little Hank. Like you gotta know all aspects of America. But yeah, people are like, what is he talking about?
Emma says Hank 3.
Yeah, they don't know why.
I don't even know. Like, no, I'm not. I don't know.
You gotta really.
Oh, Charlotte Church. What child is this? That is amazing.
Is that a question?
No.
It's a song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Charlotte Church. She's a singer.
Oh.
I was saying Laura Daigle. It's Lauren. You said it right, Lauren.
Redheaded
Writing Hood says, "I'm in Denver, Tim. Do you want to be friends?" Dun, dun, dun.
I'm on the IG. At Timothy J. Ward. At Timothy J. Ward. If you DM, make sure your account's not private though. But I can't say anything about pictures because y'all say I'm thirsty.
But that's different. I think looking on the gram is different.
Make sure your account's not private and you have at least like 3. Okay, say a very Christianly gentleman DMs you on IG.
Yes.
And his account's not private. But he only has 1 picture. What's the minimum picture requirement?
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. It better be a good picture. If it's like fuzzy, like if he's wearing a hat like this and he's like, and I can't see if he has teeth.
What? What if okay.
That's rough.
What if it's the opposite? What if it's shirt off?
Nope.
No? What do you find though?
Thirsty.
What do you find though? What do you got his Bible in his hand?
I might look for 10 more seconds. But listen, I feel like if a guy's doing that, he's not ready for a Christianly relationship with
I see
a solid Christianly woman. Like he's still trying to be out there in the streets.
You're right.
He's still like.
You're right. That's a good point. So if you got his shirt off, even if you got his Bible in his hand,
I might linger a couple seconds.
Just to make sure.
Be like, I appreciate the physique. Elevation worship, yes. Okay, so Javi says, is it hobby or Javi? In order for someone to be your friend, it is mandatory that you like something about them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be your friend. This liking is the seed that can grow if fertilized properly. That's deep. I like that.
Where is this at? Someone asked what we're having for dinner because they asked a couple different times. Nick asked a couple different times. I have, wait for it, no surprise, chicken wings. Your boy went down there, got the wings already.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah. So what are you having for dinner?
So we walked down to this place and he got the wings and I got a veggie burger, which I already ate half of. Oh. So maybe I'll eat the other half after this is over. I'm not even that hungry. I might just leave that for tomorrow.
I got my wings and I don't have any I don't have like a juice or nothing, a drink,
You
non-alcoholic.
Yeah. You got the ginger beer, or did you drink it?
I already drank that.
Bro.
I'll be craving like sugar. It'll be a good water night. I'll sleep through the night. Praveen checking in. Good to see you. Good to see you, my boy Praveen.
Nice. I usually don't drink. I usually don't eat after 7 p.m.
Really?
because of the acid reflux.
Oh.
You're supposed to like sit up and like let your foods digest.
Oh.
So I probably won't eat anything more tonight.
You be in the van just what if you get hungry after 7?
That's what's causing me my problems because I've been like having acid reflux and now I'm like I screwed myself. I ruined my gut. So now I gotta like change my ways, change my snacking ways.
Get out of your snack phase.
My snack phase. My snack phase. I gotta be serious in my life. No, sometimes I do. Like I'm like, you know what? I'll just have a little snack and then I'll just sit up for 3 hours till midnight. If it's like 9.
Really? And you'll do it?
Sometimes I don't, and then I'll lay down and hope that I don't have like acid reflux. Sometimes I win and sometimes I lose.
I mean, that's all you can do is
Sometimes it's a.
Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like you're having a heartburn.
Yeah. Wait, peace, love, light. Whoa. Wait a minute. Did Tim just give us the info to unlock the possibility of communication with him? Asking for a friend.
I'm on the IG.
He's on IG.
I check my messages daily. If she fine, she fine. That's all.
Hit him up. Listen, single. Hey, Jackie. Welcome. Jackie's Grants. Grant's wanting his dinner. He's like, dinner. We usually don't go this long.
Oh yeah, we are killing the game.
We're actually I'm probably gonna wrap up pretty soon.
I probably will too. I'll wrap up when you wrap up.
Okay. We usually only go for an hour on my channel. I know you guys go long.
Hour? That's warm up. I'm just messing with you. I respect that. Over here though, live stream king.
He'd be going for like 4 hours. I'm like, no.
My record is 6.5. The record for me is 6.5, and that's not gaming or that's talking. We do this. Okay, sorry, you were saying.
Dang.
So, I'll stop patting myself on the back.
Redheaded Riding Hood said, I already followed you over there. No need to ask for pics. They're on my IG already.
I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off here in a second. I think we should wrap this up. This is good.
I would be legitimately thrilled if I was the chat matchmaker. Live stream chat.
It wasn't
person.
you.
You wouldn't have seen her if it wasn't for this chat.
You're right. Yeah, I would be thrilled too.
No, I'd be happy.
Then it would be my mission to find you a good man.
That's fair. That's fine.
It would be my mission in life for about 30 minutes to find you.
You're like, I'll put in a little bit of work, but not really.
I'll be busy.
Look at Monica said, hey, Tim, the Greyhound man. Someone knows you for that.
Hey, Greyhound Guru, we here.
Tim has another channel. Or had?
I have.
You still had or have?
I still have it.
I know you have it, but do you say it?
Yeah. I don't. I mean, if someone mentions it, I will. But
nice.
I don't really talk about it. It still gets views.
It does. Let's see.
Oh, Jade said, y'all two stream good together. Maybe I'll find a way to stream together remotely even after Tim's home.
Oh, maybe.
You know, it's crazy because I've been wanting to have you on and it never worked out. So like, I'm glad it worked out awesome. And like everybody's enjoying it. So yeah.
Let's see.
I wasn't sure how you'd be on camera. I was not messing.
Well, you're not really attracted to me. I'm not the one.
You're right.
Like you guys said, you know.
Yeah, it's not. Actually, but no. Then someone else said I'm low key just waiting for you to.
I mean, you know,
give in.
Might be. Wow.
Did you jump?
I just didn't know what that was. I was like, what the heck?
Oh man.
Let's see.
Me and the Greyhound bus are just friends. We have a complicated relationship.
Redhead Riding Hood. I've been doing pretty good, Allison. I cut way back on the sugar and I've lost 20 pounds and don't eat till about noon or 1. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's excellent. That's awesome. Peace, love, light. What were them instructions again? So I can pass them to her non-private account and what else? You know,
just follow, like a few
pictures.
Follow,
like, and
DM.
You can send a DM, but like if make sure your account's not private, but also like make sure you have a couple pictures of yourself, because I've been on dudes' accounts and they're just like pictures of cars or fish or like, just stuff, and I'm like, or quotes.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I see that a
bro,
lot.
like
Yeah.
put a few pictures of yourself, like some good ones, so like a person can see your personality.
Yeah, it'll be like flowers and like landscapes, and I'm like, I can't gauge who you are.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, struggle's real.
It's real.
Praveen, I did want to do this. I meant to do this earlier. I want to put your channel in the thing. It's in the description box, but I'll put it in the. Anybody who's curious and has not already subscribed,
Thank you.
check out the Travel Snacks channel.
Nice. Thank you. Yes, Redheaded Riding Hood said it's God. Remember Allison? So God would be the one hooking up. So
yeah, I'm surprised
I won't take
tried to take the glory.
Sorry, I should humble myself.
Thank you. God's plan. Speaking of Drake.
Let's see.
Someone asked, "What's a good dating website?" No clue.
I don't even know.
No clue.
I can't answer that.
No clue. I said when I came, I said, man, I actually at the Atlanta airport during a layover, I downloaded my Tinder and Bumble, and I said when I get to Myrtle Beach, I'm back. And then I was on Tinder one night for about 7.7 minutes. Okay, about 7 minutes. I just felt dirt. It just felt ugh, and I just deleted it. I was like, I'm done. Like I'm done. Like I deleted it. Like so, I don't even. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm over online dating.
I thought that since I was going to be in one place for 30 days that I would turn on my apps and maybe, try to go on some dates. But then by being here and having like such a peaceful time and I just don't want to, I don't know, like it seems like a distraction more than anything. It seems like more work to go on dates. So I didn't even turn on the apps. I was just like, I don't care about that. So the apps just seem like lower class for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think I had too many bad experiences.
It's a weird energy, like just like everybody desperate, and I always get because it's like you're judging people. No, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's just a weird vibe for me. Like I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait, and then when it happens, it happens.
Peace Love Light says, Travel Snacks, can I ask, how do you feel staying where you are building versus your van? I'm thinking about van life, but kind of scared. I can't tell you how to feel, but I would say don't feel scared if you can work that out, because like I always say, fear is just a mindset and like danger is real. So fear is just in your mind. So if you're cautious and you prepare yourself, then for the most part, it's fine. But obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I have loved this time of just being in a bigger space to be able to just have a little room to breathe and like have a bed and like be able to go to the bathroom and flush the toilet. And like, I can't even tell you the last time I took a bath, but I actually took a bath here and I was just like, oh my gosh. It is really nice to just have a little bit of peace where I don't have to think about driving around every night. So it has been a true blessing to be here. I still like enjoy my van life, but I think the break was necessary and it's been super awesome.
Just to clarify, because I know some of you are like, what? When she says she hasn't taken a bath in forever, she showers.
Oh, yeah.
She just hadn't taken a bath in a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Carol coming through. Oh! Carol, wow. Thank you, Carol. That is love. Thank you so much, Carol. So this has been great fun. Go. All right, we're gonna. No, how do you send this back? No, I'm joking. It says "Go Chiefs." If you lose, use this for Carrabba's. If you win, use this for Dollar General. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Tim, and have lots of fun at Myrtle Beach. Looking forward to a room tour and beach views. Sending love and hugs. Thank you so much, Carol. I'm hugging you back. Thank you so much. Sweet. I really appreciate that. And it'll be used for Dollar General. I won't use any of your money at Carrabba's because we're winning. But thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate that. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you.
That's awesome, Carol.
I said, whoa.
Oh, sorry.
They got a lot of weird ones. Where's the y'all want me to do a sound effect?
You did the catch one.
The who? Oh, yeah.
Why does it do that?
What is happening here? I got to give you another one. That was lame.
You could do a drum roll. Oh.
Okay, one more. Ooh. Oh, okay.
Nice.
I tried. I
Nice,
tried
Carol.
with the sound
Nice,
effects,
nice,
Carol.
nice.
Thank you.
Um.
Oh, here's one. You care?
What? No.
Antoinette said, Allison, what made you become a nomad?
I just always wanted to travel, and I am very frugal, and I didn't want to spend my money on hotels. So I started living in my car just to see if I could, and I did it, and I loved it. And then when the pandemic came, I bought a van, and I've been in it ever since. And I've always had that kind of spirit of wanting to like not sit in one place. So I think it was just already something that was a part of who I am. But I just decided to do it to save money, really.
Was the van always part of the ideal, or were you?
No.
Was it something with the pandemic that made you go van,
Yeah.
or just?
I enjoyed my car. I would have kept living in my car, but I thought that the pandemic was going to be like a week or two, and then when it kept going, I was like, well, I like this lifestyle, so maybe I will get something bigger.
Okay.
And then I did, and then it was a good project to work on during the pandemic. Is to revamp it. Thank you, Sharon, for saying that about my son Marcus. I appreciate that. All right, so let me just read these last couple comments, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'll wrap up when you wrap up.
Oh, Redheaded Riding Hood. That's why I don't live in my RV anymore, because of continually having to decide where to go. And I stayed at many RV parks, so it was expensive. Yeah.
And I see there's some more questions for Allison, and we're about to wrap it up. But I do want to do like an interview with her and like go in depth with her story, because I love her story, and I think it can provide a lot of value. So I want to do like an interview and a little maybe tour of her van or whatever. So yeah, if you got any questions, they might be answered in that, or you can message them to me or comment them under this video, and I'll see if like maybe I can ask her those in the tour and her interview. Yeah. John coming through real quick. Thank you, John. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. So just FYI, only 3 black quarterbacks to win Super Bowl have won with Native American teams. Facts. Okay. So it's a pattern for Sunday. Do the Chiefs have a black quarterback? I don't know. I'm assuming.
I don't know. I don't even watch football. I only watch the Super Bowl. Every year I watch the Super Bowl. I don't watch any other. Super Chat Squad. Oh. See, it's football. You see? It's a football. And I have the football whistle. You see it? Wow. Okay. Bill says, stay strong, Allison. I will. Bill's coming through with $1.99. So let's round it out with another. I like your app better than mine. I'm Daily with Deb G. I barely made it. We're just wrapping up. Super chat. Thank you, TJ. Much love to you as well. Thank you so much. Grant said both teams have a black quarterback. First time even in the Super Bowl. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay. I like to hear just like, some cool trivia there. Jackie. Good night, Jackie. Also, really quick, for those some of the ladies were asking about the tank tops, the Travel Snacks tank tops, and I took them off. Sorry, I did not do that on purpose. Wow, just rude. I was trying to close the app. I'm sorry, I did not do that. He's just trying to block my sales. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying this because some people were asking about the tank tops that I took out of the store. I put them back. So if you were looking for a tank top, the links are under my videos. If you want a tank top, they're there now. So I just wanted to mention that. Let's see. Joanna says, thanks, Allison and Tim, for your live from Jersey. Woo! You're welcome. Thank y'all for being part of it. Thank y'all for this was an amazing live. It was so fun. This was good. This was good. I appreciate y'all coming through and spending time. Also, Grant says, first time ever 2 brothers are playing against each other in the Super Bowl. I feel like that's been done before, no? That's pretty awesome too. Beyond Comfort Travel Adventures. Glad you guys decided to do these chats. It really has helped us get to know you guys. I love that. JC, she's my big crush. TJ says, nice to meet you, Tim.
Oh, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you. Just Ron said that this was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Tim's a jokester. We keep it love to everybody. Praveen said John coming through again.
Come through.
And said in the Super Chat squad, thank you, John. Said and Super Bowl is on Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a weird flex, but it's cool.
I'm like that. I guess that kind of ties in with the
Hey. Mo says that's so funny he hit the moo cow button just after you said ladies.
I did. I just want to say before we wrap up, I did not hit the moo cow just because she was with the tank top or anything. Like it was totally an accident.
Freudian slip.
Freudian, yes.
Grant says brothers have played against each other in the regular season, but never Super Bowl. That's so interesting.
Oh.
Redhead. I want a tank top and I need to get merch myself. You are an inspiration for my YouTube, Allison. Thanks so much. Thank you for being here. You had some great comments. Emma said it was perfect. Your thing. Laura's Lane's nice way to spend my Friday, especially time alone. I love it.
I like this one. Carol said this was a blast. Do it again before y'all leave the beach.
I wouldn't mind it.
We can.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
We might do it. Not here because we're about to wrap it up, but on both of our channels, under the comments of any video, just put what you guys would want us to talk about. Like, what's another topic?
Yeah, we'd have to get a good topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make comments and we'll be able to see them and be like, I want you guys to talk about this because this was a good topic.
Yeah, that was yeah.
It allowed us to open up, so I think that's a good one. April says, enjoyed this very much. Redhead. I'm going to see my youngest next week. She was born on Super Bowl Sunday, 2001. Oh, that's awesome. So Reverend RV says, and this is how we'll wrap it, can men and women be friends?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Cool. You're not rapping. You're still reading.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're gonna wrap up. And thank you for that comment. Real quick, Raquel said, "Love your laughter and smile." Tim, Travel Snacks is lucky to be able to hang out with you, and vice versa.
Yes,
I feel very blessed.
I love it.
Have a friend like her. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Yes.
Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Talk to y'all soon.
Love you guys. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. Bye. Condo tour coming on Sunday.
On Sunday? That's early.
Yeah. Bye.